Hey guys, hey everyone. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. Whew. So, there's been some activity today out there at Quinton Simon's house. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. My husband came in and then I had to run into Tinkle. Um, so y'all, few things. I actually had someone from the area contact me, and they went by Quinton Simon's house, and we FaceTime, and the person showed me around, and we talked for a while. I actually screen recorded the FaceTime call, so I could show you guys, but somehow I didn't screen record. I actually I did get some of it screen recorded, and I will show you guys, but the most interesting part of what I wanted to screen record, it did not screen record. So today, a lot of interesting stuff has taken place. You guys know there's a lot of people out there protesting. Few YouTubers out there protesting, and um, today they have some signs, right, that they put in the yard, like right on the outside of the yard. They put some signs, and today, friends of, I guess, Billy Joe's friends pulled up and started picking up the signs. We're actually going to watch that. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you so much. We're going to watch that. We're going to watch where the friends pulled up, gathered the signs up, and then we're going to talk about that. And then Billy Joe, Leilani, Michael, and some girl all went out front, sat in lawn chairs. They put the signs that they actually stole from the protesters. They put them signs out there with them, and they sat face to face with the protesters. At times, like Billy Joe even got up and kind of walked to the end of the yard. There was some yelling back and forth. Now, most of it was like contentious, hostile, back and forth, most of it. But Dolly from Dolly's Vision actually brought some balloons, and when he did, Billy Joe was like, "Thank you." Actually said that was nice. Now, the whole time that Billy Joe was out front, the whole time that Billy Joe, no, yeah, it was Leilani was out there. It was Billy Joe, Leilani, Michael, and some other girl that was hunched down in front of Billy Joe. And I'm not for sure who she is. So I spoke to someone from that area. She went to the place. She actually showed me where Billy Joe first used to live. Billy Joe, Leilani, and Tommy used to live, and it's a house right down the street, Gerard Street, I think is where she said. And she said Tommy lived there for many years. From her knowledge, it's a family home. She says she believes Tommy is out of town for work, but Tommy will be back in this weekend, from her understanding. Also, you guys, she told me, so she has connections to the family, the source that called me today, and she drove me right up to the property. She drove me over to Tommy's old house, and she told me, she said, from what she's heard, on the day of October 5th, when Quinton went missing, that evening, Leilani and Danny were brought into the police station on October 5th. That they were questioned. Both were given a polygraph test. Danny passed his polygraph test, so he left. He was released once Danny passed his polygraph test. Danny is not Quinton's father. Danny is the youngest child's father. Quinton's father is Bubba Moss, and he is not speaking to any media outlet except, I guess, the Daily Mail, from my understanding. So, anyways, you guys, so Danny was actually released from the police station before Leilani on from what my source told me, it's from what she believes, Danny was released first. We know that, she said, but Leilani, she said, from what her understanding is, Leilani was not even released from the police station until like the next morning almost. That she was questioned for several hours. She was given a polygraph test. So the lady told me she has people that she knows. She's very familiar with the area, knows a lot of people in that area. And she said that when Danny left the police station, he actually contacted one of his drug dealers and asked for cocaine. This is allegedly, this is what I'm being told, you guys. This comes from a source that is very familiar with the area, knows a lot of people in that area, and actually knows the person that was contacted by Danny. Bubba spoke to WSAB. Was that recently? Because I did see where Brett Buffington posted a photo of Bubba at his house. Bubba wearing like a gray jacket, gray sweatpants, and he had his hood on, and he was walking like towards the house. And that he said that Bubba would not speak to him. That was on Twitter. Brett Buffington posted that. So that was hours ago that I checked those. So let's see if let's see. Yeah, Brett Buffington is WSAV. So when did he speak to? Yeah, no, I'm checking it. I'm actually checking it right now. Hold on, I'll share it with you guys. Because that's where I got my information from as far as Bubba not speaking to them, is from WSAB, their Twitter. So let's look. So according to their Twitter still, this is this was posted yesterday by Brett Buffington, WSAV, which is their local station, I believe. So he said, Bubba Moss, Quinton Thomas' dad, ignored me when I asked if he would tell me about his son. He lives in Girard, Georgia with his girlfriend. This isn't far from where he used to live with Leilani and Billie Joe. So if he has talked to them since, I haven't found that. It's not showing up on their site. Let me kind of hold on. Make this a little bit smaller. So that is Dolly's vision from YouTube. This is him sharing about new pics this afternoon from the FBI of the search that continues in a southwest Chatham County landfill. Investigators can't tell us if they found anything significant in Quinton's case or how much trash they've searched. These clearly show the difficulty of the search. So this was 8 hours ago, the landfill. Breaking, police have called back to Quinton's home after a family friend took signs put out by protesters in the right of way. We're going to watch that. So this also, when my source contacted me and we were on the FaceTime call, she was there during this situation where they were sitting outside, kind of yelling back and forth with the protesters. Police are now back at Quinton's family's home. Quinton's mom and grandmother are among the people sitting in the front of the house. The shouting is from protesters trying to get a reaction out of the family.
Nobody wants you here. But I bet you don't know how that man over here got his life. She's doing this because the news is here. That's why she's doing this. They're trying to entertain the news.
I want to say something. I know that like Billie Joe and Leilani are just trying to seem not bothered, but honestly, Billie Joe ends up breaking down and she cries. I mean, Billie Joe literally breaks down. But like Leilani, I never seen her cry or seem sad. She got mad a couple of times. But I think this is going to come back to bite her in the butt. Leilani needs to stay her butt in that house and keep her mouth shut. I mean, well, if she was smart, because, which maybe I guess she don't, because that's going to give the prosecution more to work with, because her being outside and not showing any emotion, but yelling justice for Quinton. And I don't know you guys, but I thought his name was Quinton. Justice for Quinton. Everybody's yelling justice for Quinton, justice for Quinton. And I'm like, who is Quinton? Like, is his name Quinton or not? Literally every time I hear somebody, I mean, it's literally even like Leilani, Billie Joe, like some of the YouTubers, the protestors, they're all calling him Quinton. I caught that today by everyone, and I'm like, is his name not Quinton? Do we not pronounce it Quinton? Either way, that was a little pet peeve of mine, hearing everybody say it that way. I don't know if that's like is that a Georgia thing? I don't know. But anyways, sitting outside, there were literally times where she got angry when I was on the phone with my source, and it was when I was on the phone with my source, and she had the camera facing them. They decided they were going to get up and go back inside, right? They were going to get up and go back inside, and everybody went inside. Leilani was the last one outside. She was getting like the last sign and the last chair, and someone said like, "Oh, go back inside and go drink, and go take shots or something like that." And Leilani, I swear to God, you guys, me and my source both thought we heard her say, "I got an 8-ball. Do y'all want some?" I'm like, did she just say she had an 8-ball? And she's like, she just said she has an 8-ball. Do y'all want some? And I was like, oh my goodness. Like, did she? That is going to come back to bite her in the butt. It is the way they talk. Okay. Cause I'm like, what? We do the same with my son's name. Okay. Cause I'm like, why is everybody calling him Quinton? Quinton, it's Quinton. But okay, now I'm okay. I'm okay with it, knowing that that is like an accent. They were live with Cher while they were sitting outside. Cher was coaching them to chant justice for Quinton. I think that, I mean, playing into this at all, any is going to bite them in the butt. The best thing for them to do, if she's thinking about a trial, if Leilani's thinking about a trial, she would keep herself in that house and not say anything to anyone. Because body language experts are going to tear her interview apart. I've already been looking into it. Like, I have the interview compiled into one smooth interview, and I've been reading about how to read body language. And you guys, there were so many things in that clip. I mean, it's literally like a 2-minute clip when you put it all together. Even reading Billie Joe's body language, there were times that Billie Joe showed signs of disgust, of anger, of deceit. So anytime they're out in public, that's what she needs to think about, which I guess anybody that wants her to be found guilty, which if she did it, that's exactly what we want. It's a good thing, So let me show you guys. I'm going to show you guys what took place with the signs. So from my understanding, okay, hold on. Oh my God. So can you guys see me? I'm getting a playback error on my side, but I want to make sure you guys can see me. And it is just my computer that's not playing it back. Yeah, the fact that she said anything about drugs is literally going to bite her in the butt. Also, they said something before she said, I got an 8-ball. They said, how long have you been sober? And it sounded like she said, since October 5th. I've been sober since October 5th. So I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. If anybody was on the phone, which I know that like Cher was on, that's Cher's friend, she should have been like, be quiet. The only thing that they should be saying at all is justice for Quinton, maybe, because anything else is literally going to come back and bite them in the butt. So, okay. As you guys can see, this is Bullhorn Betty. Nobody get mad at Bullhorn Betty and Dolly are making it worse. Oh, yeah, I don't agree with what's happening out there. I don't agree. And also, my source spoke to a neighbor, and I'm telling you, I know a lot of people's like, oh, the neighbors are fine with it. They're out there too. Well, some of them maybe, but the neighbor that my source spoke to is not happy about it. He's not happy about it. Um, he said they stay out there being loud until about 10 p.m. My source spoke to an older man that lives really close to there, and he said they are out there until about 10 p.m. So he cannot go to bed until after they leave. And then he said they normally get back out there around 10 o'clock in the morning, which he did say. Um, he said that they didn't get out here today until about 1. So at least today was a little bit better. He's like, but I can't go to bed until they leave because it's too loud. They are definitely disrupting some of the neighbors. It's taken the focus off baby Q. I agree. Now it's like this drama between like YouTubers, and it's getting petty. It's getting I don't know. Like I feel like it's like just very distasteful. It's very distasteful in my opinion. Like when I'm watching some YouTubers like talk about it, and they're like laughing and joking about what's going on there, and I don't know. I'm just like, this is a whole situation, you guys know. I mean, there is still a body. There is a 20-month-old baby body somewhere, possibly in a landfill, right? That is decomposing, possibly being eaten by animals. And I'm mad about it. I am mad. And I think Leilani did it. I mean, evidence points to her. You know what I'm saying? And if I was to see her in public, I'm sure I would be like, I think I would be like, will you tell us where he is? Can you tell us where you put him so his body can at least be laid to rest? So we're going to watch what happened. So if you guys see, that's Bullhorn Betty. Behind Bullhorn Betty, there's a white car, and also right to the side of that car, there's a truck. You can barely see it right now. But there's some signs. If you're looking straight at Bullhorn Betty, to the right of Bullhorn Betty, you can see one of the signs. To the left of Bullhorn Betty, there's another sign, but you can't really see it. The language they're yelling back and forth is disgusting. Exactly. Oh, wait. I want to. Let's see. My source is a soulless neighbor. He's actually a very old man. Um, it's not my source. My source spoke to the neighbor, one of the neighbors, who is a very old man. More than likely got health issues. And while I have 6 children, I love children, and I am very mad about what is happening here. Um, laying on your horn nonstop, playing loud baby music, until 10 p.m. at night, yelling and screaming, profanity. There's children in that neighborhood too. There's children there, that unfortunately, I'm telling you what, if this happened if my neighbor did something like this, honestly, I would probably walk over and be like, can we talk? Like, can you tell me something? Like, what is your memory? Like, just give us something. Like, please tell the truth. Put this baby to rest. And if she refused, then I would not have anything else to do with her. I might would put a sign out in my yard, justice for, the baby. The truth always comes to light, something like that. But I would not want that chaoticness that's going on. Out of respect for my children too, So the neighbor is a very old man. It was not my source. Um, it was not my source that my source spoke to the neighbor, who's a very old man who more than likely has health issues, and he. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of it. Mods, get anybody that's being rude. I mean, a lot of old people, go to bed at like 8 p.m., but they can't. Cursing like idiots, There's a thing. I understand being upset, being mad. I get that. Um, well, I think there's more than one old man in that area. I do know there is one old man that hangs out with Born Betty or something. It's not him. Um, so let's go ahead and watch what happened because they pull up and they take the signs. And then that obviously takes Born Betty off because, from my understanding, people like sent in money to make these signs. So they made these signs. And from my understanding, most of the signs are respectful, like justice for Quinton, right? So let's watch.
Bullhorn Betty. So party away, little girls, party away.
It's not the old man that's hanging out with Bullhorn Betty, I can promise you that.
Those are our signs, and they're in the public use. Listen, like, call the law. Call the law. They're stealing our stuff.
Billy, go, do not say a word to her.
They're stealing our stuff.
Put it on your own property.
Then give it back
That
to me,
ain't
and I
your
will.
property.
Then give it back to me, and I will. Stole our stuff.
Leave them alone.
You just stole our stuff.
Go away. Nobody wants you here.
So I think anybody playing like disturbing the peace is being disrespectful to the neighbors, whether that be the protesters or Billie Joe and Leilani. Because yes, Billie Joe and Leilani have absolutely been loud as well and played very loud music. And if they don't want people doing it to them and driving them crazy, then I don't feel like they should be doing it either. So one thing, supporters made signs and delivered them to Bullhorn Betty and Dolly. Okay, I'm not defending the baby. No, I'm just really speaking my piece. I'm thinking about it in my area because I have children. There's children in that area. The babysitter literally lives walking distance, like literally. The babysitter, like when you stay with the house, the babysitter literally lives like right there and has children. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said too. It was really strange that they took up signs that literally just said justice for Quinton. And then let me tell you guys what they did with them. They put them in the backyard. They took them in the back. These people put them in their truck, stole them. I do want to say, because one thing I was listening is, people on Cher's channel was like, well, if they're in your yard, Bullhorn Betty, they're yours. Like, and not Bullhorn Betty, I'm sorry. If they're in your yard, then they're yours. Like, they put them in your yard, so therefore they're yours. And that is actually not the case. Let me see where. Just because something is left in your yard, even in your house, it doesn't make it yours. So, the protocol for abandoned personal property law by state varies drastically. The Unclaimed Property Act of Georgia, which the thing is these signs were not even unclaimed. So, if unclaimed property, you still have to have 30 days, then claimed property, what does it say? Where's the one that says 30 days? There's one that says Protocol of Abandoned Property Law, the Unclaimed Property Act of Georgia ensures the safety of the personal property as well as relieves any holders of the property by any financial. No, where's the one that says 30 days? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, what happens if someone leaves their property in your home? If someone leaves his or her property in your home for more than 30 days, it is normally not considered abandoned, and it is normally not considered abandoned and is now property of the home, the owner of the home. So it was not unclaimed. Like Bullhorn Betty and the protesters claimed these signs as theirs, right? So just because they were on the edge of your property did not make them yours, and you weren't allowed to take them, even if it's on private property. If it belongs to someone, that's like, okay, if you move in with someone, right? You get a roommate, and then you move out, and you and that roommate are not on good terms. So you move out, but then you want to get your property, right? That roommate cannot say, sorry, it's my property. You left it here. It's mine now. It belongs to me. All you have to do is you go to the police station. You say, I used to live at this address. I had roommates. I moved out. My stuff is still there. I need to go get it. And I need you to come with me. And they will say, okay. And they will escort you to get your property. Just because something is on your property or in your house doesn't mean that it's yours. That's not how it works. I just don't believe that. She's got too complacent and confident. So if it sounds like I'm defending anyone here, I'm not. I think everybody on all sides is kind of getting too overboard right now, which I get it. Like, emotions are high. There is a deceased baby out somewhere. We don't even know where the baby is. You know, the police are telling us landfill that they have evidence that makes them believe that it's at the landfill. Okay, but that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's we don't know if that's the case. We don't know if that's where the baby really is. You know? Yeah, they pick them up at night and put them out in the morning. At the end of the day, we have a baby. Right. It's just not about the YouTube drama. And like, I was watching Boar and Betty, and like that happened. I think anybody watching this crap show go down and thinks that it's okay the way that it's getting so out of hand, I just don't agree with that. Like, out of anybody, you know, like, oh, there's a dead baby. I know. Like, I get that. And I'm mad, just as mad as anybody else is about it. But we are not the police. Like, we can't go over there, you know, breaking the law and, oh my goodness. What? Yes. Let me get caught up. Hold on. Thank you, Candy. I'm really shocked that so many people, because I'm like, if you lived right across the street and you had children, they are literally out there screaming curse words, MFers, baby killer, which in my mind, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, you're a baby killer. Tell us something. Why don't you turn yourself in? Go tell the truth. Stop. I mean, I'm like Billy Joe. Like, can you take your daughter in the house and talk to her and find out what happened and then go to the police? Is she really just not talking? Like, is she just not talking? If that's the case, if she's just not talking, let's let the police do their job. Let's peacefully protest. Walk around with our signs, justice for Quinn. Because when you do all this, like the yelling and the screaming and the getting arrested and having to call the police have been out there so many times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The police have been out there so many times, and it's taken away from the police where they could potentially be needed over BS. You know, since yesterday, it's been so vulgar, and I have a potty mouth, but this is gross. Yeah, it's turned into a circus. Like, it really has. And I think it's kind of on all ends of it, you know? And I get it. Like I said, I get it. There's a lot of emotions involved. The protesters aren't making them mad. They actually enjoy the attention. It seems like it. But one thing that I noticed is, like, Billie Joe, you know, she, like, broke down, but Leilani did not. Like, and I thought that was, I want to say strange, but I guess not. Like, Leilani in that interview that she did for, like, WTOC or, like, WSTAV or whatever it was, she's, like, crying in that interview, you know? Like, oh, so crying. But then when she's sitting outside, she's literally sitting outside like this. Thank you, why? I'm like she don't have a care in the world. And I'm just, it's a lot. If that chick didn't show up today, it wouldn't have been like this. Wait, what chick are you talking about? Yeah, a defense attorney is going to love this case. I think the prosecution will, defense attorney, because they got so much to work with now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mandy. It's wild. So I want to show you guys a little piece of Voices Behind the Wall, because like I said, she was on a live with Billie Joe when they went outside. In my opinion, that Charlotte lady was sent by other YouTubers who is siding with the family. Are you talking about Cher? Yes, I'm good. We've watched one video, and I just actually spoke about the other video we were going to watch, so I got to get it set up. Oh, I actually want to actually look at this again because there was something else I wanted to play. They called the police about the signs. I don't really know exactly what the police said. Obviously, the police, I guess they didn't make them give them back because later that evening, Leilani and Billie Joe had the signs out there with them.
Okay. Hey, first toast. Hey, first toast. I don't know who you're talking about, lady. My dead aunt? Dumbass. So are you threatening me with my mom? Is that what you're doing, lady? What, you know where she lives? Do you know where she lives, lady? You know where she lives?
Okay, all right. All right, baby, go. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. She just hit my nose with her hand. She sure did. She took her hand up and hit my nose with it.
So, Bullhorn Betty, right after they took the signs, Bullhorn Betty and Dolly start getting into like a verbal altercation with this lady, right? And this lady was like, no, Bullhorn Betty had it blacked out. I didn't, but you could only hear. So the lady starts saying something about Bullhorn Betty's mom, her aunt. How's your mom? How's your aunt? How's your mom? How's your aunt? Thank you, Miss Diddy Dawn. So Bullhorn Betty turns the camera off and goes over there to her, and apparently the woman like throws her hand up and like hits Bullhorn Betty in the nose. There was another part that I wanted to show you guys where, I mean, Dolly and this girl is getting into it, and there was.
This lady's own snatch was running from her. Seriously, she ain't got none.
Breath smell like asshole. Hello.
Take out the trash, yeah. Stuff, we pick it up, we put it out, we pick it up. Law enforcement knows that we've been picking stuff up from we never leave trash out here, we never leave our signs out here, we never leave our items out here. As a matter of fact, they stole our gift. This is the kind of trash. CUP 2370. CUP 2370.
You go grab it. Come out here and help me out.
Steal our signs. Stole our signs. They just can't quit breaking the law over here.
Fuck you. All right.
Did you call the law? Did anyone call the law in here?
This is the dirtiest boy they can find.
Somebody needs to bring us more signs out here. Let them touch my signs again.
Savage, I'm coming to your fucking house.
Yep. Savage, we'll be out front of your house pretty soon with my bullhorn bitch.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, this is going to end up with more people getting arrested, more people, maybe fist fights potentially. Like, this is not going to solve anything. I understand. And, I know a lot of people may not agree with me. That's okay. A lot of people, it's just not, it's not helping to do this. The stroller had dogs, not a baby. Okay. I just thought she was pushing around an empty stroller.
Have you seen Peter Hyatt language analysis for Leilani and BJ's interview? Wow, very interesting because they're liars. Because they're fucking liars.
No, we'll take that.
Yeah. And lady, you're feeling threatening to me, and if you don't get away from me, I'm gonna press charges against you or put a restraining order on you for coming over here in a threatening manner, lady. You came over to us, we didn't come over to you. That's the problem. That's the problem. You approached us, we didn't approach you. You literally came from that side of the road over to this side. She's the one that's harassing. She's the one that's harassing people, not the other way around. And lady, I'm telling you, you better get away from me.
That's a lot of fucking drugs right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years of damage and abusing your fucking body, crack whore.
Just place order for you and Dolly. Make sure it's extra hot. Somebody call.
Grace, I actually had someone out there today. Brett Buffington has been out there. Like the news stations have been out there. and I was on a FaceTime call with someone out there, and actually Brett Buffington has the photos of them sitting outside in a video that they did just about an hour or so ago. So I don't even know if Bullhorn Betty went live or if Dolly went live when they were sitting out there. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, like, I think it could potentially get to the point where somebody could get hurt. No, I have it. I have it sped up a little bit. I am a-okay with protesting. I just don't think the focus should be taken off, like, why they're really there. And when you're, acting this way, I don't know. I just think it's a lot. Because you want to try to be respectful of the people in the area. They said Savage was the name of the lady, but they said Cher is telling them how to respond, which is wrong. Oops, crap.
We pick them up every night. They do not stay in the easement. They're here when we're here. They leave when we're here. They stole product from us. They're thieves, but that's no surprise, right? Because the whole house has been charged with robbery and stealing and prostitution. Don't forget the prostitution. Thank you for becoming the newest member of the coffee club.
Coming?
I don't know if you can you call them, because I don't know who's. I'm pretty sure their phones are blowing up right now, but they need to get their. But you guys just watch them come out here and violently rip. Everybody knows I sued the shit out of Chris Laundrie over something like that, and won my case, by the way. Thank you, BHB.
I didn't know that she sued Chris Laundrie. That's wild.
Follow you. All this other crap don't deserve. Oh no, we got.
I'm not bashing Bullhorn Betty or Dolly. To say that you don't agree with something is not bashing. I mean, I have friends that are on YouTube. Like, I have YouTube friends that have told me I don't agree with the way that you covered that story, or like, I didn't like that you said that. I'm an adult, so I'm like, okay, my bad. I didn't mean to offend you. So, and to be quite honest, let me just tell you. So Billie Joe was arrested for prostitution years ago. Somebody's asking about prostitution because Bullhorn Betty just said it. So I'm not saying it as a way to like attack her. I'm just, somebody asked prostitution, what the hell, who? Bullhorn Betty just mentioned prostitution. It was Billie Joe years ago. She was arrested for prostitution. So I think when you become an adult, we can all be entitled to our own opinion. I've said from jump, I don't know Bullhorn Betty or Dolly well enough to have much of thoughts on them. At the end of the day, it's not about them though. It's about Quinton. It's about the fact that this baby is God knows where. Obviously, he's deceased. I watched them for the first 2 or 3 days they were out there, and I was like, oh, I like them. I think they're doing a great job. The more people that gets out there, the rowdier it seems to get. And I'm just putting myself in the position of if this was happening on my street where my 6 children live, and I think it would potentially be too much. And could it potentially help Leilani's case? I don't know. Like, oh, well, she went crazy because she has all these people out there. I don't know, I'm just saying from my perspective. Anybody else can be like, hey, I'm fine with what they're doing. And I would be like, okay, that is A-okay. I'm not going to accuse anybody of sucking their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a cusser, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm saying there's certain things that are going on out there that I don't agree with, that is not bashing. It's not bashing. It's just saying, well, I didn't like that. And I think it's taking the focus away from that. So it's not, whatever. If people want to say that I'm bashing on that, okay, but I'm not. The same way somebody saying, oh, I agree with what they're doing, I would not be like, oh, you're sucking their butt. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't have to agree with everything that they're doing. But it doesn't mean that you're bashing them. But what I can tell you is I don't know who this woman was in the black pushing the stroller lady. I don't know who the heck she was. I guess she was like Billie Joe's friend or somebody, defending Billie. I don't know. But I don't like body shaming. I can tell you that.
We got trash here. We got freaking trash from the ghetto here. But you know what? She still doesn't rise because she still ain't stepped, right? Still ain't stepped.
There's a way that you can have a disagreement. There is a way that you can have a disagreement without taking it to like body shaming, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As much as I may dislike somebody, like, you probably don't need to try to talk about them having fat rolls. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know much of this woman that was out there. But in the same, like, there were several things that I saw tonight where I'm just like, this is too much. Like, this is so too much in my opinion. I don't get it. Like, how is this helping? I want to see justice for Quinton. I would love nothing more than if Leilani decided to tell the truth. If she decided to, you know what, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to turn myself in, and I'm going to tell them where my baby is, because he deserves that. And anybody that could hurt a baby deserves to go to prison for the rest of their life. So I'm definitely not defending them. I hope and pray that whoever is responsible, and I do believe that Leilani has something to do with this, that she suffers the consequences for this. But I just think the whole thing is getting out of hand. That's what I'm talking about.
Come put her hands on me. Try to come put her hands on me. But she needs to stay away from me because I feel threatened by her. She came up to me in a threatening manner. I feel unsafe with her around here. I'm minding my own business across the street, and she came over here and harassed me. So I'm going to let the officers know just how threatened I feel and get a restraining order on her. She could have stayed over there and minded her own business. She didn't. She wanted to come over here and shine. Now she can have herself a legal problem.
These are the same people. These are the same people that killed their fucking babies.
They came out here and stole our stuff. We pick it up. We put it out. We pick it up. Law enforcement knows that we've been picking stuff up from we never leave trash out here. We never leave our signs out here. We never leave our items out here. As a matter of fact, they stole our gifts that we left for Quinton.
3 strikes on you, bro. Savage. Keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, she better be. She hasn't even gotten a court. She hasn't even started tangoing with me yet. But you're not getting a plug, nasty girl. You're not getting a plug. I'll see you in court, baby. I'll see you in court. Yeah, this lady over here needs to go to jail for doing what that little boy did, right? She's in the roadway right now.
Who is Savage from the Savage community? I'm not familiar with that community.
She's blocking traffic with her vehicle, but I bet you she's not going to go to jail because she's associated with the baby killers. They don't apply the law equally around here.
Savage, you're a piece of shit, and I'm coming for you.
Pixie Sticks, thanks for the super stick.
I was wondering, Mary, about that. That confused me because, like, I didn't know if she knew. Billie Joe like before this, and it just so happened that she's a YouTuber and she knew this family. But then I heard her say something about Summer Wells and like talking to his family, and then I was like, wait, is this something that like she contacts the families of like missing people, and then she's like a voice for them? I was kind of confused by that.
And we've got all this. The good news is we got it all on live. She can't dispute that she came over here and started approaching it to us and started being nasty to us. You can't. So I hope she stays here because I've already read her tag number out. She's gonna have to stay here. We weren't bothering nobody, and I got proof of that. Literally proof of that.
They going to jail. The police are on the way. That's fucked up. You can't steal people's property. You might not go to jail for baby killing, but you might go to jail for stealing some property.
You can't bring our property back. You can't take hundreds of dollars. I mean, even if you wanted to remove it, you can't steal it. That's theft.
Hello?
Okay, so the girl that they get into it with in the black spaghetti strap, she is not friends with Billie Joe.
Hello?
You're gonna bring me my shit back. I guarantee that. If you don't, you're about to. I will pepper up and down the street, baby. You don't fuck with me.
Savage was in the crack whore.
I know, the nastiest one.
$20, Savage?
No, but you know what? That does resemble who Savage is. No teeth, smelly. She stunk.
You want something, Roach? You want to come over here, Roach?
No.
They're
there.
Oh,
cheeseburgers and toppings.
Y'all want some food?
Love you. God bless you.
Y'all enjoy.
Thank you.
That's why nobody watches the Roach.
Well, it looks like I'm not going back home.
Right? Nobody watches the Roach. What did you think?
She doesn't even get 1,000 views.
What you think of PayPal about my name?
Oh yeah. Well, we're making money out here, but here, send me some money. And then a freaking Cash App on her shit. That is just the white trashiest thing you could ever freaking do.
Upside down egg.
Okay, so this woman was not sent by Billie Joe. She just came out there on her own accord, fighting with Dolly and I don't, like I said, I don't know Dolly or Born Betty. I watched them like the first week or so they were out there, and I thought they're doing a good job. the more people that gets out there, the more heated this case gets, the more that we don't have answers, the more that Leilani does her BS, like going on that interview and clearly lying, in my opinion, fake crying. I think it's making people mad and they are reacting emotionally, which when we react emotionally, sometimes, especially out in public, it may not be, it may not be benefit yourself or anyone else, because you could potentially do something that could cause you to go to jail or someone else to go to jail, you know?
At least then somebody can give me top, Savage.
This lady's.
Did he just say what I think he said?
But here, send me some money. And then a freaking Cash App on her shit. That is just the white trashiest thing you could ever freaking do.
At least then somebody can give me top, Savage.
Okay. Does that mean what I think it means? At least send someone to give me top, Savage. Does that mean what I think it means? Like a sexual gesture, favor. Okay, because that's something else I have. Y'all, this is a kid. We were talking about, not even a kid, a baby. We were talking about a 20-month-old baby. So while I personally don't have a problem with anybody in this case, any other YouTubers, I have heard people talk about that, you know, like, let's keep it in mind what this is about. Talking about sending somebody to give me top, calling YouTubers, what are they calling Born Betty? Blowjob Betty? Like, this topic is about a child, a 20-month-old child. How can anybody that's right? I mean, like I said, I know emotions get high, but oh my goodness.
This lady's own snatch was running from her. Seriously, she ain't got none.
Breath smelling like asshole. Hello.
Take out the trash, yeah.
Yeah. I know. All right.
Yeah, it's just, you know what? But they all look the same. They're all freaking nasty people over here. You guys get to see them in true color. That's why we roll live, because you get to see how nasty these people are.
You might maybe know that.
Because nobody's believing this whole now drowning theory. Bubba took the kid. Now it's my daughter did it. She doesn't remember he's in the landfill. Now it's like, oh shit, now I'm in legal jeopardy. I need to cover her ass. It was probably an accident. And then it's the...
Yeah, I think they're all losing sight of what is actually important, and that's Quinton. Not their own feelings or their battles. Right. And I'm not saying any of these people are bad people. It's an emotional topic. So I get it. I mean, honestly, like, I want to go out there. It's too far. And then I worry, like, okay, even if I was going to hop on a plane and go, I might get too emotional as well. And I don't want to act out of my character through this story. Like, because now Quinton's name is going to be tainted, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, you guys. Like, Kaylee Anthony, right? Beautiful little girl who, obviously, we know what happened to her. We all know who is responsible for her death, in my opinion. The story got tainted a little bit because of, like, her mom out partying and, like, a lot of the craziness. But this one, in my opinion, is going to be even more tainted. Because now it's like YouTubers are fighting and making these nasty sexual comments. And that's going to be one of the things that comes to mind when Quinton Simon's name comes up now. Is this, how all these protesters were outside, and rather than just like the peaceful protest, it got like really nasty, and nasty things were said, and then other YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things I just don't like to see, is you have to keep the focus of what's happening here.
The YouTuber's fault for exposing my entire family and the shenanigans that go on behind my door. Well, when that's what happens when you have a 20-month-old that disappears. Now you just got me. I was ready to leave town too. Don't worry, I'm going back and unpacking, baby. You got me for the long haul. I can guarantee you don't want to hear my best friend. She ain't gonna like you too much. I'm unpacking. I'm staying. I'm staying until the crew gets here. Watch me.
Yeah, I done fucked up now.
Yes, same for Gabby. Same for Gabby. I didn't even cover Gabby when she was missing. I finally started talking about her during the lawsuit phase of the situation, but not even when she was missing, because I feel like there was already it was just muddied down, unfortunately. No, I don't think she could.
Now, I got my people in the studio.
So the Georgia plate was CUP2370. They wrote it down for us. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Oh no, don't leave now. Might as well stay. Might as well go up there in those nasty people's houses. Get crabs. Whatever the hell they're selling up there. $20. $20 for herpes. Go right here to this house. $2,600. 2,600 people. This family's disgusting. We're saying it says justice for baby Q. It had. Did you see how she violently ripped up her grandson's the one with the grandson's face on it? She acted like she hated looking at that boy. You guys just watched it right on live TV. The anger and vitriol she had for that little boy's face. That's sick. That's sick. That's sick.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
That's sad. But you guys just watched it. You saw?
There's one other part that I really wanted you guys to see, but
Girl needs to be trained. I'll be happy to
You
train
need to
her.
have a dog with your record ass.
Yeah.
Freaking dog better than you. They could have cracked her.
Of all people to send, you said a crack but hey, it matches what's inside this house. It matches what's inside this house.
Roaches only know roaches. You know what I'm saying? Roaches only know roaches.
Her snatch is running from her. It's like
I don't know what she got going on with her push thing, but that shit is all kind of odd.
because she's
She's like an upside down egg.
she probably got some government assistant money to lose some weight and get a lap band, and then she never had the money to pay for the tummy tuck that needed a company that.
there aren't any children at their house anymore, but there are children on that street. Right down the road, literally walking distance, like a hop and a skip down the street. The babysitter lives there. She has children. So there are children on the street within earshot of all of this. And that's one of the things that I'm saying. Is you know what I'm saying?
That lap band and her shit's just covering her snatch. Like she's got to lift up like a mile just to be able to see what's under the curtain. Like it's seriously that bad. Oh, she's coming home. She's coming home.
You were begging for money on YouTube getting your dog back.
Oh, you mean like your snatch begs for money? Oh, okay. 535 Buckhalter Road, Savannah, Georgia 31405.
I'm not bashing anyone. You don't want to hear me bash someone, because if I was going to bash someone, I would literally be like, that is BS. They're disgusting. They're pieces of crap. That's not what I'm saying. I guess I need to repeat it again. I'm actually just being critical of some of their actions. I don't have a problem with them personally. And I even said I kind of understand, because it is such an emotional situation and emotions are high, which is one of the reasons why I even if I could get away and go, I know I probably don't need to, because I don't want to act out of character because of my emotions and then take the focus away from baby Quinton and disrupt, the neighbors or the kids, or act out of character. But if Molly and Justin, if they go and they do something that I don't like, I might just be like, yeah, I didn't really like that. If adults can't handle that, that's not my problem. It really isn't. I can't help that. I really can't help if somebody is so insecure with themselves, they just are blown away if someone says, I don't like that. Leilani's other children were taken. Leilani's other children were taken, so they're not in the house. They have been placed in a foster system. But yeah, I don't have a problem with them personally. I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them personally. It's not that. I watched them the first week, and I've said this like 4 times, and I guess I'll say it again. I watched them for a while when they first went out there, and I thought they did a really good job. I think with the more people that come out there and the other people, because Florien, Betty, and Dolly did not act this way when it was just them and then like 2 or 3 other people. When more people started coming and those other people started getting loud and yelling and screaming, and then they got reactions, then, you see Florien, Betty reacting to that, Dolly reacting to that, And I'm sure it's hard not to. But I wish everybody would just pull it back in and remember what the focus of this is about. The focus should be on Quinton and not like a back and forth with creators. And it just sucks because, like I said, when Quinton's story is thought about 6 months from now, it's going to be like, oh, all these YouTubers and la-di-da-di-da. And you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be this beautiful little boy's face and really people really trying to get justice for him.
Badass. They're coming for you, baby. Can't wait until those silver cuffs go on you. Gotta remember, I sued. I drug Chris Laundrie into court. I have no problem driving a piece of shit like you into court. And the pieces of shit that want to protect you. Right? They do something wrong. They cross the line. They violate my rights. And I have enough of a claim, a legit claim to take their ass to court. Believe me, they're in court. You know, everybody thinks it's a joke until they gotta go into court and talk to a judge, right? But see, federal court's a little different. Federal court's a little different. I know what you're doing there. And it ain't cheap to hire an attorney. $10,000, $20,000 is the lowest that you're gonna be able to get a representation in federal court from an attorney. Thank you, love. Oh, stop! You came out here stirring up shit, lady. Now you want to stop? Now you want to stop? Oh, now that you come out here shouting like a little bitch? Now you want to stop? Got it. Stay over on your side of the block, lady. Yeah. I got it.
I definitely didn't say that I agree with the signs being stolen. I also said, like how, you know, Cher was like, oh, if it's on your property, you can take it. I actually looked it up, and that's not the case. At least with, like, if somebody can leave their property in your house, and for 30 days, like, it still doesn't become, it is not, okay, if someone leaves his or her personal property in your home for more than 30 days, it is normally not considered abandoned and is not now the property of the owner of the home. So, like, when you read the laws on, like, somebody leaving property in your house or on your property, it talks about it being unclaimed. Well, this was not unclaimed. The property wasn't unclaimed. It was claimed. It was the protesters' property. They said it was their property. So I think from my understanding, they weren't allowed to take it. Now, the only thing that, I think they weren't supposed to take it. So I don't know. From what I've read, you know.
Don't give a fuck, lady. Stay away from me because you're threatening me. Yeah. Go over there with the ghetto trash. I'm too good for you, lady.
Is that what happened?
I don't know who you're talking about, lady. My dead aunt? Dumbass.
Okay, see, this is another thing, like, where I feel like it's getting out of hand. Like, the lady says something about Lauren Betty's dead aunt, about her mom. It's getting so personal between these people now, where it could turn physical. So the signs were not on their property; it was on the roadway. They reached across the rope and took them. Did they? We'll go back to that. Because I was.
So are you threatening me with my mom? Is that what you're doing, lady? What do you know where she lives? Do you know where she lives, lady? Do you know where she lives?
Okay. All right. All right, baby. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. She just hit my nose with her hand. She sure did. She took her hand up and hit my nose with it.
That's assault.
That is assault.
Okay, so yeah, the signs were on this side of that ribbon, it looks like. So they were still they are still considered on the roadway, it looks like. Like right on the edge of the roadway.
I don't know. I see two dogs getting out and walking. And the license plate looks like New York license plate, which is weird.
Yeah, so it definitely, so wait, these people have stalked and harassed them for weeks. People have been outside the home since the very beginning, which I agree with that. I can agree with peaceful protesting. If I could be out there right now, I would definitely have a sign that says, you know, something along the lines of, please tell us where Quinton is. Please give us answers, something along those lines. And their signs just say justice for Quinton, which I would have something like that. And please give us answers. You know, something like that. Yeah, I'm only saying the focus is off course, and I'm kind of just saying, like, these are the reasons why. I'm sorry, Amanda. I think it's kind of coming from everywhere, like, and it's because emotions are so high. Like, just because they're in a sidewalk is city public property. And I do feel like the family going outside is, now it is their property. The family has every right to go sit in their front yard, but to yell back at them is only going to make matters worse. It's just a bad situation all the way around. Then that woman put her hand on Betty. She was not arrested, nor were the people that took the signs. How is that fair? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I was wondering how they didn't get any type of trouble. I was wondering how they didn't get in any type of trouble. That's wild to me, Kara. It's like that is another issue that I have. The thing is the Chatham County Chief of Police, Jeff Hadley, told everyone that watches this story that Leilani is the prime and only suspect. I went back and watched. So Georgia law on prohibited placement of poster signs and advertisements. It shall be unlawful for any person to place signs, posters, or advertisements on any private property. Okay, so Riddler looked this up. Georgia law on prohibited placement of posters, signs, and advertisements. So it shall be unlawful for any person to place signs, posters, or advertisements on any private property. It seems like here, though, they were on public property because they were right on the edge of the road. Right? So looking at that again, the signs are literally right on the edge of the road. Their property, I think, starts where that ribbon is. They took the signs, police came. Billy Joe lied, said they can't get them back, that they threw them away. Next, they put out lawn chairs and brought the signs out. Billy Joe was live with the signs. Yeah. She is the only suspect, though. I heard Cher say that, and I actually went back and played that on my other live stream. Because I've been watching Cher as well, and I know Cher has established this personal relationship with them, so she wants to, be there for them. But yeah, she said, did the babysitter tell her Facebook, when she was Facebook Live, did the babysitter say, tell everybody that she's being looked at as well? As far as on October 18th, when they did the press conference on October 18th, they asked, is Leilani still your only suspect? And they said, yes, she is. So unless they've developed a suspect after that, and if so, we don't know. How will we know? Nobody could know that because the last time anybody asked, he said no, it was only Leilani. So they also got to think what we are being told by the FBI, Jeff Hadley. We're being told by the police that the only suspect is Leilani. That they have reason to believe that he could potentially be at a landfill, right? So what we're hearing is that the police believe that Leilani did something, forgot, maybe because she was under the influence of something. That she did something, maybe under the influence of something, forgot about it because she blacked out, whatever. And they have some sort of evidence that points them to her landfill. Baby is not anywhere to be found. He's not anywhere to be found. So he's missing. He's clearly, probably, more than likely deceased. Somebody did it. And we're being told by the police their only suspect is Leilani. And that was on the October 18th press conference, right? So I wish that Cher would think about what the outside public is being told strictly from Jeff Hadley. I don't think anybody is, here's the thing. When something happens to a child, 99% of the people is not going to be like, the mom did it, baby killer, you're a piece of crap. Most of the time, we feel empathy and sympathy for the mom because we're like, oh my God, she lost her baby, until and unless we believe she has something to do with it. And then the more we feel like that mother has something to do with it, the more angry we are. And the more we want her to be held accountable. So all these people, like I was watching Cher, and she said, you can talk as long as you're respectful. Or someone in the chat said, I think Leilani did this and she needs to go to jail. And that was respectful, It was pretty respectful. She just said her opinion. I think she did it, and I think she needs to go to jail. And like she booted her. So I think because of her personal connection with the family now, she's just kind of looking at it from their side and not really thinking about. Listen, nobody wants to blame a mom unless they really feel like the mom did it. Yeah. Cher said today that she believes Danny has something to do with the baby's passing, and that could potentially. He potentially could. We don't know. All we know is October 18th, the police told us that she was the only suspect. If they've developed any suspects since then, we wouldn't know that because they haven't told us that. They have not done another press conference. Also, Danny, from what my source told me, Danny and Leilani were brought into the police station and questioned on October 5th. Danny answered his questions and passed a polygraph and was released. They said he could go. So yes, he went back to the house. Leilani ended up getting released later on, and his parents, Danny's parents, came in. They ended up leaving at some point. I'm not sitting here. I potentially think Danny could potentially know something, or it could have been something that happened together. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what are y'all talking about? Daddy, don't leave. Yeah, Dolly and Betty did not start that fight. They were minding their own business when, yeah, rip the signs off. Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, you don't search if you already know the answer. Exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing is like somebody puts your hand, somebody hit Bullhorn Betty in the nose, and it was just like a flip, I think. But the police didn't do anything, like they didn't write a ticket to that woman, from my understanding. Normal parents would be out searching for that baby, not out partying. Exactly. Throwing back shots of Patron. $300 bar tab. Kind of like how Brian Laundrie's parents stayed quiet while they were searching for him. But when his parents went out, they found him not too long after. They went to Sheriff's Channel and said, they lied to the cops. They said that on the live. Because I just thought maybe that was like what we thought, speculation. So on Cher's live, Billie Joe admitted that they lied to the police. I gotta watch this again. Because yeah, I worry that she's not guiding them correctly. Thank you, Cate, so much. Okay, so they did say, no way, you got to be kidding me. So on a live stream, you admitted that you lied to the police. Princess, please email that to me. On a live stream, you admitted that you lied to the police. Shut the front door. Shut the front. If anybody has that clip, please email it to me. Can one of the mods put my email in the chat, please? Princess, if you have the clips, please email them to me. See, first off, here's the thing. If I was gonna make friends with somebody like this, you really gotta ask yourself. Candy or Destiny, put my email in, please. If I, that's not it, Stephanie. Thank you, Candy. Stephanie, it's netnet216@gmail.com. You was close. Let me pin the one that's, let me pin this one. Hold on, guys. Because I watched some of Cher's stream, and she said, I didn't want to do this. I didn't ask them to do this. They wanted to do it. Billie Joe wanted to do that. She wanted to get on a live stream. I said, okay. I feel like if your friend's daughter is being investigated for murder, I would be like, listen, after this is over, we can do a live together and you can share your side. But before, you don't need to talk. She don't need to talk. Because anything that y'all say can and will be used against you. And guess what is going to be used against them? Billie Joe admitting that she lied to the police. That is definitely, and honestly, I'm going to have to blame like somebody that gave them that platform to do that publicly. Oh, no, that's fine. Thank you, The Truth. Thank you so much. I love you too. I can't even, let me know when you send that to me because I can't even. Who on a live stream, when they're being investigated by the police, would admit that they lied to the police?
Opinion, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I have no words. Just when you think that you've seen it all in a different case, it's like, whoa.
Yes.
So Leilani's about to get on this stream, which I don't think any of them should be speaking publicly.
Somebody just posted, Jesus didn't go to the well to yell at the prostitute. He sat with her and showed her love. Oh, a lot of people may not be religious, but I see some people in here who still have got some issues. Listen, her own mother, Leilani's mother, who you're seeing on the screen, Quinton's grandmother, wants justice no matter what it is. They don't know what that looks like yet, okay? We don't know what that looks like. You don't have to attack people who are already upset.
Right.
If the law...
I do agree, like, the attacks isn't going to help. Once again, that's why I know I probably don't need to go because my emotions could take hold of me.
Law wanted that girl, who's right there on the screen, arrested, should be arrested.
Yep.
She would be in jail right now. She's not. There she is.
She's not for a reason because the FBI is doing this. This is not just Chatham County, okay? Because the FBI, their prosecution rate, like literally is like 99% or like 98%. So the FBI, they will investigate you for years to get all the evidence they need and then prosecute you to make sure they build a solid case, okay? So no, she's not in jail right now, but that doesn't mean that she might not be arrested. And like I did see Cher, and God, I hope nobody's taking this personal, but like in the live stream, like they were yelling like baby killer, and Cher said something about, oh, you're gonna look so stupid when it comes out you were wrong. And I'm like, well, what do you know, Cher? What do you mean? She was like saying that to like, she was saying that to Dolly. She's like, oh, you're gonna look so stupid when it comes out you were wrong. Or something along those lines. And I'm like, but how is that going to be? How is it going to come out that Leilani had nothing to do with this? She lied to the police. Somebody texted the babysitter saying, we don't need you. It's sad that the police have Leilani on video at a garbage somewhere. When the police got there, she said, oh, I think his dad took him. She knew that wasn't going to, she knew the dad did not take him. So obviously, Leilani is hiding something. You know what I'm saying?
And in there, free.
Hey, pretty.
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
No. Okay.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep yelling justice for Quinton. Keep working with the law like I know you're doing.
Yes.
And keep strong and don't be given the reactions they're looking for.
But didn't they give reactions? Yeah, I heard a reaction. Yeah, when I was on the FaceTime call with my source, they gave reactions.
I'm trying, trust me.
I know you are.
Significantly the same, but there's a few things that have changed.
Leilani, this is Tracy. She's very open as well, very fair. Yep.
I wonder why Leilani got on the phone yes, Bubba Moss's mom did pass away as well. I saw that on Twitter, somebody saying like he lost his mom and then this happened with Quinton, which he didn't have a relationship with Quinton. So I don't know how much that really is affecting him.
And Billy's talked to me about wanting a law, something like that's happened in Florida with the laundry house. Billy and Leilani and the whole family have talked about wanting to do a law for Quinton where there's not allowed to be protests like that because right now they're not able to feel what they're supposed to be feeling. Billy wants to grieve. They want to, you know what I'm saying?
They want to grieve. You heard what she just said? Hold on. She literally was about to say they want to grieve.
Keep working with the law like I know you're
Why do they want to grieve? Because they know that he is deceased.
doing.
Facts there.
Yes, sir.
And keep strong and don't be given the reactions they're looking for.
I'm trying, trust me.
I know you are.
Significantly the same, but there are a few things that have changed.
Leilani, this is Tracy. She's very open as well, very fair. Yep. And Billy's talked to me about wanting a law, something like that's happened in Florida with the laundry house. Billy and Leilani and the...
Y'all pay attention to it because it's about to come up. She literally says that they want to grieve. You don't grieve someone unless you know they're deceased. You know, like, you would be like, no, I want him found alive. Like, no, he's alive. He's alive. Like, you guys know how the first day when Billy Joe went to that babysitter's house, when Billy Joe went to Diana's house, the babysitter, because she heard that Diana was going to start a memorial, she went over there, she got in her face, and she said, my baby's still alive. How dare you say you're going to start a memorial? My baby's still alive. That's because that was when Billy Joe really thought her baby was still alive. Since then, Billy Joe has learned information, in my opinion, that tells her that Quinton is no longer alive. And that's why I got him.
The whole family have talked about wanting to do a law for Quinton where there's not allowed to be protests like that because right now they're not able to feel what they're supposed to be feeling. Billy wants to grieve. They want to, you know what I'm saying?
While I get me a t-shirt and find out where my signs are, I know they brought back in here. Where?
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Now you see, disgusting.
Do you have the clip where, did you send the clip where, never mind, I'm going to check. Hold on.
Where's my signs? Can I have them, please? You want justice and your justice. Okay.
Post them.
I'm going to put them up.
Okay, that's her saying, give me my signs. She's on her back porch saying, give me my signs.
Going through my house might be a little dark. They're saying, please, Billy, put sprinklers on all the lights on for you while I get me a t-shirt and find out where my signs are. I know they brought back in here. Where? Now you see, disgusting.
Listen, like, blah, they're stealing our stuff. Billy Joe, you're not saying a word.
Does this say, though?
Anybody here, they stole our products. They just stole the signs out here for Baby Q. They just stole all the signs out here for Baby Q. And this is
does anybody have the clip where Billy Joe lies to the police and says, we don't have them? We don't have the signs, we threw them away? Because that's what I'm hearing, where she either says, I want to hear a clip where she either says, we told the police we threw them away, or I want to hear a clip where, you know, Bullhorn Betty walks back to the camera and says, they said they threw their signs away. They never said they lied to the police. Okay, that's what I'm wondering, because I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, you lied to the police, if we don't know that. If we can't prove that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, how do we know that they told the police they threw the signs away? Does anybody know that? Yes, that's Billy Joe in the turquoise shirt. Yes. Before she changed. I'm wondering if there is any, the police say it on Bullhorn Betty's live. Okay. So on Bullhorn Betty's live, the police say it. I'll have to go back and find all that then. So the police told Bullhorn Betty that they said that they threw them away. It came from the cop. Okay, so if that is the case, and I'll double check before I get like, oh my God, like I did a while ago. If the police did go to Bullhorn Betty and said, oh, they said they threw them away. And actually, we could probably find that really quickly.
Concerned about sitting up there. Hey, this either. Hey. Oh, good luck. Jail.
They were getting stuff.
So it's going to be anywhere between $1,000 to $1,300. They're going to have to come up with to bond her out. We don't like baby killers. some complaints on some people. So you guys want to come and protect baby? Blow their phones up until they can't be blown. Ellie, don't walk. Yep. So my lip strap. Oh. I thought Quinton's with somebody else. In the pink shirt.
Okay, well,
How long did it take the police to
you
get
ready,
there?
walk,
Freaking hate baby murderers. All right, guys. Well, listen, we're not getting our signs back. I got to take them to court, so I got to do that on Monday morning. Excuse me, sir.
It's not good. You know what? It's sad that, you know, people are walking down the road, go to jail, people some people and everything else. The only money for the signs, people better. You put the signs in last night for the wrong reason. And they took I gotta wait until Monday to get my report, and then I gotta take them to civil court. I miss you, buddy. I don't get a hug.
Thank you, officer. I know you were getting yelled at the other day. I just wanted to say thank you for your service.
Look, I got a lot of respect for y'all because y'all are protesting peacefully, okay?
Yeah.
I have no problem.
We haven't
Like I said, it's when you come out and start doing something you ain't supposed to do.
Yeah, and we have been on the camera the whole time, so.
You over here protesting peacefully?
No,
nobody do that to you.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your service.
Y'all just be careful now when you get dark, cause
that's another thing. People have been flying down here at 70 miles an hour with these kids. With kids
sitting over there in the pink shirt now. I got her.
Taking our signs on
Betty's live when I was sitting at home.
now you need to get with who? Who made the report?
I did.
Who you?
I'm Kendra. I'm Bullhorn Betty.
She's the one doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, but she looked at the picture in that hotel. See, I talked to a lady the other day. No, that wasn't you.
Five below.
It was a lady had pink toenails.
Oh, no, I got
That
red.
wasn't you, Nick.
The police came out here for one reason, to get our sign, or their signs back, Betty's signs back. Not to listen to them with their mouth talk.
Where are you?
Guys, but I remorse, and I truly believe that we're.
If somebody has a timestamp that would rewind for an hour, jeez. How long did the police stay out there? Is that the police there?
I'm gonna hook you up, girl. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, kids should not be out there at all.
Rue, your grandson away. Rick snatched it up. You guys just watched Billie Joe out here snatch it with the ugliest look on her face ever. She hated looking at that boy's face, and she grabbed that sign and she threw it away, guys. Billie Joe threw a photo of her grandson that says, justice for KBQ, justice for Quinton, justice for Quinton. She ripped it out of the yard. And make a sign affidavit. Yeah, I'll tell you where once you guys go, you know, let's do it. Let me just get all this nonsense. All right, guys. So they stole the signs. They refused to give them back. Ruth took them off and discarded them. So they don't really care about this child. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. They're violent thugs that live in this house, and this Chatham County Police Department has allowed them to do this. And they continue to allow them to be thugs in this community.
I want to hear the police say it. I want to hear the police say, well, they threw your signs away. I'm at an hour and 17 minutes right now with this cop walking up.
Literally harassed him. I was showing him everything that happened.
You never sent that lady harassed.
Here's where we have all the signs up in place. I'm minding my own business over here just talking this whole time.
The words don't.
Baby killer! This person was sitting right there, he was sitting right there, and he was sitting right there when she nudged me in my nose. She didn't hit me hard, but the
bottom line is she's not allowed to contact on me. And that's what she did.
I know that they have my problem.
And we have plenty of witnesses to that. Whether she, and I even told her, I said, it's on your video. I said, don't, and you can see her over there trying to delete the video. I bet you can go back into her video. She had it right in her hand, and she was pointing it right at me when she did it.
Okay, but y'all do understand they're going to walk them.
But they can't, they didn't give us our signs back.
That is definitely not true. And we were protesting.
But they're up during the day. Like we have them just like these posts. Because if that was the case, then why aren't we removing these posts
right here?
Because those are not.
They just put off the emission.
That ain't the emission.
That goes up to the thing.
Would go up to the manhole. The city can't even get, the county can't even get to the manhole because they have it blocked up.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Like, I don't, because when y'all told me that, like, y'all didn't tell me this. I may have taken it this way. Was Billie Joe told the police that she threw them away, and then I knew that I seen them. I was like, oh my gosh, you lied to the police. That was so dumb. I got ahead of myself. Definitely should have said that because I don't know if that's the case. Definitely don't know if that's the case. Oh my goodness, the lady with the dog stroller was yelling at Dolly and her teeth fell out. I about died. Wow. That is wild. Definitely heard Dolly say they discarded the signs, but people said that they were watching Cher and that they saw Billie Joe say like, yeah, the signs are in the backyard or something along those lines. So
they're blocking off it.
If the police told them that, and I have not heard the police say that yet.
They came out, they brought other people up, threw them in their vehicles, started taking off and flying.
You're live. I can go back on my live. I'm live. I can go back on my live and show them. I can sure show you. I can rewind on this phone.
Do y'all have empathy for this baby killer?
Did you see her? Like she was so angry to see his face, and that's the first one she ripped out. It was disgusting. And none of these things say anything bad. It's a see something, say something. Justice for Quinton.
That's why they moved the memorial. That's why they restarted that.
That's our stuff. We can't go and bring it back out. That's on their property.
Why are y'all talking to the baby killers? That ain't their property. This is public easement. That manhole, right here, that manhole, that is maintained by the city. That is owned and operated by the city. That is city property. Anything in that manhole, that's Valley County.
Is it before this?
No. Am I threatening you with my mama? That is a threat, lady. That is a threat. And I'm gonna let them know. You have threatened me, and you got to go. You got to go. And you assaulted me? Oh hell no.
Okay, now he and Billie Joe, they're getting into an argument. I'm not gonna go through the whole video. I'll see if I can find the clip. If the police told them that Billie Joe discarded the posters, if that really did happen, and then Billie Joe clearly has the posters, either Billie Joe lied to the police, or the police may have said, listen, she threw them away because they didn't want to make Billie Joe give them back. I don't know, but I'll look more into this. I do want to listen to what Leilani got to say over here. How can this be justice? I know, Amy, that's my thing. It's like, I don't have a problem with any of these people. I don't have a problem with any of these people. Well, I'm taking that back. I do have a problem with Leilani. I really do believe that Leilani is responsible, and I have a huge problem with her. I want to see her go to jail. I want to see the police get the evidence that they need, so it solidifies everything for every one of us, so we can say, okay, yep, she absolutely did it. I mean, we're pretty much there already. But, you know, if they can find, you know, the baby's body and tell us exactly what happened, the video, whatever they have on video. Thank you so much, Amy. But if they could show us the video, which will come way later during the trial, right? I obviously want to see justice for Quinton. And I don't have a problem with Cher. I don't have a problem with Dolly or Betty, but they are doing things that I think they are doing out of emotion that is taking the focus off the baby. So it's just.
And today I think we're seeing a little bit of that.
I'll be able to lay him.
Yeah. I mean, you have to understand that people are trying to put pieces together. So they're taking one piece of what Billie Joe had typed, and then they're running. I heard today, there's a video of the grandma saying Leilani did it. I said, no, there really isn't. There was a message, and it's been clarified that the FBI told her this is where it's leading.
There is not, in that message, it never says the FBI told me this, though. In the message, there is never, it never says the FBI told me. So this is what Billie Joe has to think about herself. Billie Joe has to think about herself. Say, you know, like, unfortunately, a message of hers got leaked saying Quinton is dead. He's in a landfill. My daughter did it, but she don't remember. So that's what we're thinking about. That message, you know, it didn't come out until later that, you know, well, this is what the police told me. It's just what the police told me, you know?
Billie Joe never said that. And it's gotten so out of control at this point. For me, if they can't spell Quinton.
Exactly what Billie Joe said was, Quinton is deceased. He is in a landfill. My daughter did it, but she has no memory. That is exactly what, you know, what was said. You know? And now, like I said, we know that they're saying now that the police told her that, and that's why she thought that, and that's why she was saying that. It's because the FBI told her that. That's been clarified now, but not everybody's heard that, you know? Yeah, we watched them steal the signs. That was wild.
Quinton's name correctly.
Yeah.
They have no right being out there. So it's ridiculous.
Amen.
Enough is enough with this
All this
mess.
so-called harassment and stalking and misinformation.
Babe, Sean, it is okay. Sean, just remember, there are literally people that is A-okay that's like, send Leilani my love. So we may have some people come in my chat that hate me because I'm saying, like, listen, if the police are telling us this, it may potentially be this, and my feelings are more along the lines of caring about a 20-month-old innocent child than if this 30-year-old woman is being falsely accused at this point, because they are telling us, they have evidence to point us to that, you know? So I'm sorry, that's what I'm kind of running with right now. So I don't care if somebody comes in my chat saying I don't have class. I'm not out there acting like any of these people. I'm not letting people on my channel and prompting them to say something that could potentially get them in trouble, because that's not smart. And I'm not out there protesting and making a butt of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually doing this video with the hopes that it could pull people back in to say, hey, this is a little too much. And Sean, everybody can be entitled to their opinion, but it is a matter of being respectful, like legit respectful, you know?
Information galore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, it has gotten out of control. They
Ever
said
since
Jesus
we
loves you.
outside the-
Yeah, they've been a lot calmer now since you went out there, haven't they? Haven't they?
They have
Like,
no choice.
if you heard chasing,
back out the yard, there's no more threatening to put me in handcuffs themselves.
Oh, let's bring this down a little bit. Oh, it's kind of cut off. Okay, hold on. So she said they got calmer since she's been out there, not threatening to put her in handcuffs.
Doing that.
good,
No.
good.
No. And if you just stand there and do not speak to them under any circumstances, you just stand there, there's nothing they can do to you.
Just look them straight in their face. One, I made eye contact with. Right.
she's cutting in and out so you can't really hear, but she's like, I'll look them straight in their face. You know, if my son was missing, I would love to know that people cared for him. I would love to know that people cared for him. Even if I was being wrongfully accused, I would be like, this sucks. Oh my God, I would never hurt my child. But oh my goodness. Sean, while being National Guard, are you allowed to be around drugs? Yeah, there's people in the National Guard that probably do drugs. I mean, to be honest. Sean, I'll let you answer that, but I think so.
Yep.
You'll have your side one day. Don't you worry, Leilani. You're going to tell your story one day.
And that's what she should do. That's what she should do, is tell it one day. They don't need to be on social media right now. This is going to hurt their case. Yeah, I bet you. I'm willing to bet money that when this goes to trial, if she is arrested, and when this goes to trial, they will use clips from her interview that she did with a local news station, as well as some of this probably. Sean says, no, you're not supposed to be around drugs, but it happens. People in the military do drugs too.
Sorry, you broke up again. Based upon what?
That too. They keep on trying to claim that Danny's here. Danny left 4 days into this and went to North Carolina.
Danny's not there. Danny is not there.
Danny's the one I suspect. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not really sorry.
He left
I as well.
a day or two. Parents take him back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Something is very wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, people say, there's Danny. No, Danny's not. Danny has dreads, by the way. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I saw.
So here's the thing with Danny, just in my opinion. So from what my source told me, on October 5th, Leilani and Danny were brought to the police station. They were both questioned. They were both given polygraph tests. Danny passed his and left. Leilani failed hers and was released hours later. So you can look at it one or two ways. So when Danny left the police station, my source also told me he reached out to a contact of his looking for cocaine. That's what I was told. He went back home. His parents came. They were at Billy Joe's and Leilani's, Danny, his parents, and everybody. Michael said on an interview with Cher, he said, I don't know, Danny and his parents here, they were doing things they weren't supposed to do. They were drinking, popping pills, and then they just left for no reason. Now, here's the thing. Potentially, Danny could have something to do with it, and that could potentially be why he left. Or Danny passed the polygraph, went back home, and thought, oh my God, Leilani failed. Leilani's acting suspicious. Leilani's story is changing. Holy crap, she did something. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the reason that he ran. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. Am I ruling Danny out 100%? No, I'm not. I'm not ruling him out 100%. You know what I'm saying? But this is all allegedly a couple of theories that I have of why he could have potentially left. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, he left. Like, you could look at it like that. You could look at it like he's running, or you could look at it like, well, he didn't run initially. He went in for questioning, passed the polygraph, went back home with her, had his parents come there, and then after a while left. So could it be that he started picking up things himself? And then was like, yeah, this isn't right. I'm gone.
I saw that. But Leilani, I'm going to tell you every day, don't you take a charge for no man, right? You promise.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's all we have to say.
I mean, absolutely not over your child. Shit.
I don't. They just Michael right there was there.
Can't nobody hear what she's saying, really.
Tanya says, please be safe. Never know when these haters, they're okay. Trust me, the law stays around the corner, so.
Have no idea what Leilani is saying, really. It's literally cutting out in and out so bad.
We got camera. None of the action that they want. We got one sign.
You're breaking up really bad. It's hard to hear you.
They're all quiet because they're watching this live.
Who's watching this live?
I don't know.
We got that's all we do. The silence.
But
We don't mind the protest.
Yes, Cher did say, like, Leilani, don't take no charge for no man. That's all I'm saying. Almost as if she knows something. That's all I'm saying. Don't take no charge for no man. And in my opinion, she talks to them outside of YouTube. She talks to them privately. So if they've told her something like, yeah, we think Danny did it, she could tell them privately, don't take a charge for no man. Saying that publicly makes me feel like she is also trying to throw, like, the attention over on Danny. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, because I do know more and I can't say it here, but don't take a charge for no man. So I wonder if she is saying that to kind of throw a little bit of attention on Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she can say that, thank you. Thank you for giving me that timestamp. We will go back to that. Princess Jasmina, thank you. So it makes me feel like she had like an ulterior motive to say it the way that she said it, and to even say it at all. She has been saying that before she even spoke to them. She's been, oh, okay.
I think it should be a police station or the courthouse.
Yeah, if they think that the police and the court aren't doing their job, or the FBI, then go talk to them. Have them come with the evidence.
Headquarters, if they want to protest there, I mean.
Or to peacefully protest anywhere. Peacefully protest anywhere. The boyfriend was the last to see Quinton alive, so he thinks. He said when he left for work at 6 o'clock that morning, Quinton was asleep in the playpen. He potentially could have been deceased in the playpen. Like, we don't know, you know?
I mean, they think if they keep bothering you, you're just going to come confess to them in an exclusive interview, so.
Yeah.
I have nothing to confess. Is that I was not the one told that. I did not say it. I didn't have.
Hey, stop.
I didn't say what they're saying. I'm just saying.
I know.
Oh, let's back that up. What was she saying?
I have nothing to confess. Is that I was not the one told that. I did not say it. I didn't have.
Hey, stop.
First off, you can't hear what she's saying, really. She's definitely, like, smiling. But it sounds like she's saying, I was not the one that said that. I was told that. And then Cher's like, whoa, be quiet. But the thing is I think she's already said this. She's already put it out there that she's not the one that said that. Yeah, why is she smiling? I don't know.
I think it should be a police station or the courthouse.
Yeah, if they think that the police and the court aren't doing their job, or the FBI, then go talk to them. Have them come with the evidence.
Headquarters, if they want to protest there, I mean.
I don't know, but, like, a murder case is not solved in 3 weeks. Most of the time. Like, they can take a long time. So, for anybody to be like, go tell the police to come with the evidence. Well, they gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, have her stop because she's gonna tell the truth. Like, they gotta get the evidence. It's not gonna come that quick. I mean, unless it's like a easy case, but it's not. They don't have a body. They don't know how he passed.
I mean, they think if they keep bothering you, you're just going to come confess to them in an exclusive interview, so.
Yeah.
I have nothing to confess. Is that I was not the one told that. I did not say it.
I was not the one that told that. I did not say that. So I don't know what she said at first, but she did already say, if it comes out that I did do this, I will walk myself, I'll turn myself in. I'm trying to figure out that first part.
Yeah, if they think that the police and the court aren't doing their job, or the FBI, then go talk to them. Have them come with the evidence.
Headquarters, if they want to protest there, I mean.
I mean, they think if they keep bothering you, you're.
She said, they can go protest at the courthouse. They can go protest there. I told them I'd go with them. So she said, people could go protest the courthouse. She told them that she would go with them.
You're just going to come confess to them in an exclusive interview, so.
Yeah.
I have nothing to confess. Is that
I have nothing to something. It sounds like she says, I have nothing to be harassed for. I have nothing to be harassed for, maybe. Or maybe she said, I have nothing to confess. Yeah, that's the thing, is one child is presumed deceased, okay? And then your other two children have been taken. They are in a foster care system. Are they split up? We don't know. Are they together? Who knows? You know, so these two other children are with people they probably don't know. Mind you, one is a 4-month-old baby who probably wants her mom or somebody that she's familiar with. You know, babies know their mom. Like, every one of my kids knew me at 4 months old. If I walked over to their playpen, they, you know, and wanted me to hold them, they knew me. I was the only constant person. I was the love of their lives, and they were the love of mine. You know what I'm saying? I cannot imagine if my 4-month-old baby got displaced with a family that she didn't know. My baby would literally be like, where's that woman that makes me feel so nice and cozy? You know what I'm saying? Like, guaranteed, the 4-month-old, even if you're not a good mom, like, your kids still, you're their mom. So her other child is with a family that he's not familiar with, probably super sad. These, like, probably super sad. Like, where is the people that I'm normally with? Where's the people that I love? Because even when you, as a child, even when you are, you know, your parents are maybe abusive, that's still, like, you know, you still love those parents. You don't understand why they are the way they are, but you love them. That's like what you know, like your comfort, I guess, except when you're being, like, you know, abused or whatever. But so there's people that were in these kids' lives that was constant and probably made them feel like a family. And that would be, you know, probably BJ, maybe Leilani, the babysitter, maybe Danny, maybe Michael, maybe Paul, I don't know. But the people that was always around them, these kids felt like that was their family. So she's not pleading, I miss my son. Like, I want it. It's not, oh my God, I want answers. Like, honestly, you do see that with BJ. You see that with BJ. BJ's like, I want answers. I think she's, you know, defending and being, like, in a lot of denial right now. But her, she's like, if I had anything to confess, I would. Ha ha. Hold on a second, guys. Why is it not catching up? Hold on. So it's just crazy to me, Justice for Quinton. Thank you, Small Town Girl. Yes. It is very strange to me that no, like, she's not even mentioning her other kids as far as missing them, wanting to see them, worried about them, nothing along those lines. Yeah, I'm just, man, every time I go back to this page that I need to be on at times, it is, thank you, Destiny, for doing that. That's what I was trying to get over to do. Okay, let's see. Smile is eerie. Yeah, like, it's wild.
I was not the one told that. I did not say it. I didn't have.
I was not the one that told that. I did not say that. And then Cher's like, no, 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 no.
Hey, stop.
I didn't say what they say. I'm just saying.
I know.
And she's like, I can say what they're saying. I'm just saying. And then she's like, I know.
I just don't want you to get in trouble.
You have to think, though.
I just don't want you to get in trouble, but like you put it on a platform where at this point, y'all, it's 2 hours ago, 5,600 people have watched it. Everybody has clipped anything that they think. Anything that they think would be useful has been clipped. Dolly, yeah, thank you. Destiny, can you get that one as well? Has a bad time been confirmed? No, it hasn't, from my understanding.
Let's just be logical. She walked into the police station. She was interrogated and questioned. She walked out of the police station
3 times. Danny was called in 5 times.
And he walked out 5 times, right? Did y'all hear that? So she walked into the police station and was questioned 3 times. And then Cher says, and she walked out 3 times. And then Cher says, Danny was questioned 5 times, but then walked out 5 times, right? So why is it that we can point the blame at him and be like, go protest his house? Think about him. But nobody should say anything about Leilani. I don't know. I think Cher's just getting too emotionally attached to this. And I wish she would pull herself back a little bit and think about what everybody else is really kind of, how they're taking this situation.
If there was enough evidence, even
Hey, Kelly.
to think more than you're our main suspect because you were there, if there was more than that, do you think that they're just going to let her walk out of there with nothing? Do you have an electronic bracelet on your ankle or anything crazy so they can track you? No. Then let law enforcement do their job. When they figure it...
Look, I'm sorry. Oh. See, yeah, I definitely don't need to go there because the way that she smiled, you have a child. 20-month-old.
I just don't want you to get in trouble.
You have to think, though. Let's just be logical. She walked into the police station. She was interrogated and questioned. She walked out of the police station
3 times. Danny was called in 5 times.
If there was enough evidence, even to think more than you're our main suspect because you were there, if there was more than that, do you think that they're just going to let her walk out of there with nothing? Do you have an electronic bracelet?
Well, the police are even saying, we don't have enough evidence to arrest yet. Like, we know that. But still, the suspect is Leilani. Let's not act like it's not. The suspect is Leilani. Do they have enough evidence to arrest her? No.
On your ankle or anything crazy so they can track you? No.
Watch this.
Then let law enforcement do their job.
Why is she smiling like that? I'm sorry, but what the hell is funny? Because you don't have an ankle monitor on? Like, it's so funny because they're like, if they thought she did it, do y'all think they would let her out? Now, see, I'm acting out of emotions. Let me reel myself back in. Okay. So, they just said if they thought that she did it or whatever, do y'all think they would let her walk out of the police station? No, they wouldn't. But like Cher said a while ago, the police are literally right around the corner at all times. She's not leaving that place and not being followed. Guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? They literally let people go all the time if they don't have enough to arrest them on.
When they figure it out, if they think it's her, they're going to take her away in cuffs. There's nothing on her. There's no FBI standing outside of her house. There's no police there, so you got to think about that. We have to be logical in the situation. I understand.
And that's the thing is most people are being logical. The police have told us that she is their only suspect. There's a baby that's missing, a 20-month-old baby. And the last place that baby was in the house with Leilani, Danny, and Paul. So people are being logical. It's illogical to think that Leilani had nothing to do with this. And I don't know. And it's not very smart to put her on a panel where she could say something that could incriminate herself. It's just not.
And that, people may look at her and say, oh, but this is this and that. You don't know her. We don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. We don't know them.
What's your name? What's her name?
Aileen from Jersey.
From Jersey. Damn, girl. Dolly got up in your face, huh?
That little midget, his teeth are green, brown, purple, broken.
Okay, I got a couple of other things to say, and I'm going to be a Karen, I guess, right now. Let me. I'm from the country, okay? I'm from the country, and I like it that way. No, but I'm from the country, and when I first started my time on YouTube, there were things that I did not know that was inappropriate to say that were harmful to people, okay? So the word that she's just used in reference to little people, that is offensive. Some, little people would not like that word being used. Also, I do know that, and I made this mistake because literally where I'm from, everybody says this word, but me and my family no longer say it. We don't use this word because when I started YouTube and I learned that this word was offensive, I stopped using it. I cut it out of my vocabulary, So also I am noticing the R word is used a good bit on this channel. And I hope that's something that if nobody's told her, I hope that's something that they'll take heed to that. Like, hey, the R word is offensive to people. The M word that she just said is offensive to people. But whatever. Run your channel like you want. I'm just trying to give you some advice.
I can't say anything on that.
No. Disgusting.
I think their behavior is disgusting. I can say that.
Yeah.
It sure is.
It's too much. It's too much. Playing baby crying music is unacceptable. It is not okay.
I agree with that. There's too much.
None of this is okay. There are other people who live in that neighborhood with children, and you're yelling baby killer. What must those other children
Listen,
be
a lady went.
Oh, they already have. Thank you for that, Murder Candy podcast. But she's got in touch with. She's got people, right?
Yeah.
I should say people. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. Never mind. All right. Why isn't Leilani searching for her baby? Beyond badge, Leilani is doing exactly what I've witnessed the law to tell Leilani to do.
You can't.
See, I think this is a fair question. Like, why isn't Leilani out searching for her baby? If she thinks somebody, like in her interview, Leilani said, we're just hoping that someone came in and took him because they couldn't have a baby and they thought they were his savior. The police can't stop you from going door to door and knocking. I mean, maybe they can. I don't know. But what I would say is, why didn't she in the beginning? Like, when the baby first came up missing, why did she not go look for the baby? Why were they not out putting up missing posters? Why were they not out putting up pictures of the baby all over every light pole? Why did they put up reward money or something like that? I think that was one thing that kind of threw everybody off, is the way they responded initially, is they were not out looking for the baby, really. And everybody was like, wait, what? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. So, Cher does get really defensive when people ask legitimate questions.
It's an active investigation with DNA and evidence. She cannot, and they don't allow families to stumble upon the remains of their own child. Additionally, she could contaminate the scene.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to go search, even if you want to go search, unless they know it's an abduction by somebody else, and they don't know that yet.
But that's what Leilani said. Leilani literally said in her interview that that's what she was hoping. So,
Ask for the first
Destiny or Sean or Candy, if you guys are still here, can you get that other comment?
People say the craziest stuff. Why isn't she searching? Because do you think they're gonna go bring her to the dump and just throw her in there and be like, go ahead?
Yeah, I've heard that. Why isn't she searching the dump with them? I'm like, are you kidding me? You see people have to wear hazmat. Like, she's not.
She definitely cannot search the landfill at all. She cannot search the landfill.
I'm telling you right now, I witnessed the law told them what to do, and they are doing exactly what the law told them to do. Period.
Yeah, Brian Laundrie's family got to search for him, and they found him. So search in the woods and, like, you know, maybe going door to door. So
they had to bring in a specialized team. People were upset. Why were they off all weekend? He explained it in English on the news. They had to wait for specific teams to come in who can do this. They are following every step. They're doing a great job. And if she's guilty, if she is, I want her under the jail. Okay? Under it. But you don't know that this girl's guilty.
No.
You don't know anything. Stop what you're doing. It isn't right. We're not smarter than the law as YouTubers.
we're definitely not. Which I do have to say, in my case, when I was arrested, I was definitely smarter than the law, and I sued their butts. Police make mistakes at times. They do. And I'm actually glad that they're taking their time with this to make sure they get the evidence that they need. That way, when the time comes, they make an arrest, we can feel confident. Like, hey, they took their time. They did everything that they could. They must have got plenty of evidence. Why did that girl just show up to the killer's house? Much less people do anything for clout. I really don't know. Yeah. Do y'all think she probably would have sold him to someone for money for drugs even? I know it sounds crazy, but I've heard of people selling their kids to pay off debt. I've heard of things like that as well. And I'm not saying that's what she did, but I have heard of that, you know. Really, with this case, you just don't know what happened.
We didn't study like the FBI.
Yeah, this isn't Hawkins County either. The law is doing a great job. So everyone's saying vote out these people. I disagree.
I
Again,
disagree too.
I've got to witness a
Vote
little
out
bit behind the
Lawson.
scenes. Yes, Lawson, yes, Hawkins County. But I'm telling you, I'm not seeing that here. They are doing everything they can.
Here, the man who gives the press conferences there,
He's almost crying.
choked up.
Yep.
Like he wants to find this baby so badly that he chokes me up watching him.
Mm-hmm.
They've got so many people searching for this little baby. Just
Leilani.
it's not that
Leilani.
great.
Sorry. How do you think?
I don't know why, for some reason, when Cher and Chasing talk, it's perfect, but every time Leilani talks, it's hard to hear. Hey, Kelly. Destiny or Candy or Sean, can y'all get that comment?
The damn reception there.
Yeah, we definitely cannot hear her.
20-hour days.
13-hour days. The law is working 13-hour days.
Yeah, it's like 13-hour days at the landfill, and then the investigation's 18 to 20 hours.
And how do you feel like the law is doing? Do you think they're doing their job? Wish they would do more? How do you feel?
And I get frustrated on the weekends too, because this is a top priority. I feel like the way that they could rotate people so they could do it for the search if they wanted to.
I hear you.
What did she say? I was reading comments. Sorry.
I was working 13-hour days.
Yeah, it's like 13-hour days at the landfill, and then the investigation's 18 to 20 hours.
And how do you feel like the law is doing? Do you think they're doing their job? Wish they would do more? How do you feel?
And I get frustrated on the weekends too, because this is a top priority. I feel like the way that they could rotate people so they could do it for the search if they wanted to.
I hear you. I think that's a fair thought.
So, not everybody would be constantly exposed. There's a way to rotate that out 3-4 days. But other
it's okay. My mom would never go to thinking, oh, someone came and took him and I better home and be a savior. Yeah, it is a very strange comment to say, unless, if I feel like a kid is being mistreated, and the kid came up missing, I might be like, well, shoot, somebody probably came and got that kid so they could take good care of the kid because the mama sure wasn't. Maybe Leilani knows, well, I'm not a good mom. And, just hypothetically, why would a kid need a savior unless they're being mistreated? Nobody, people don't, A kid doesn't need a savior, and no adult would think, let me go be a savior, unless that adult thought that the child was being mistreated. In my opinion. Candy, I sent you a text message real quick.
Some of these comments.
Yeah, mods, can you please do a better job, because I'm just not. You don't even take the time, honestly, to even trust me.
Word about the case. You're saying that she said her child's dead? She absolutely didn't say that. She absolutely did not say that.
What were y'all talking about?
Why I feel like they could
Yes.
because they could take out investigators or searchers so they could continue. They could stuff or they could search all the time.
Yeah, well, we have the police here. Do you guys want to see that?
I said that, Alicia.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I said DNA. She didn't say that. I did. She has the same DNA as Quinton. You can't go put her in the dump and have her searching. You can't do that.
Yeah, that is crazy comments. I've seen people make those comments like, she needs to be out there looking. She can't. Nobody can be out there looking except the team that they have out there. That's it. Yeah, parents are supposed to be the kid's savior. Exactly, and protector. I mean,
nobody's waiting on DNA. They don't have Quinton.
Right.
Yes, Rhonda, I am.
Justice for Quinton. Justice for Quinton.
Justice for Quinton. Justice for Quinton.
Yeah, go find your people. They're on the other channel. Go find them.
Yeah.
We believe in not harassing families.
Y'all, this morning we were live streaming a good friend of ours who is being resentenced today. Won't have his answer today, but he murdered somebody 17 years ago, and we are hoping he gets out. Like, we want fair charges on people. Well, it wasn't murder. Okay, I said that wrong. But you know what I'm saying? We don't want charges on Leilani. That's not hers either.
but how do we know they're not hers? From my understanding, Leilani does not have a lawyer. I think if she did have a lawyer, they would tell her, zip it, don't speak. I mean, from what we know, every time someone gets a lawyer, the lawyer tells you do not talk. You know, when I was suing the police, my lawyer told me, don't talk. Don't talk. Let's get through this lawsuit. Then you can give a statement on what happened. You can tell your side of the story. But until then, we need to focus on that. Let's not talk about anything. A lawyer always tells you, because the police can take things that you say and, you know, I mean, they can analyze it. They can look too deep into it.
No, but if they are hers, I want all the charges on her.
Right.
Every charge. And some extra charges. Because that was a beautiful baby.
Beautiful.
That's enough. Oh, yes, it is.
What are they doing to her?
What are they doing?
Oh, they're just yelling. Leilani, don't.
Yeah, don't give them a reaction, Leilani. Just say justice for Quinton.
Nope.
That's your reply.
Don't reply to them.
If they say something, just say justice for Quinton.
Yep, justice for Quinton. Your only reaction out there.
Not a word.
Because the news is watching you, honey. Everyone's watching.
And you will be plastered all over the news.
Buddy's watching.
Yeah. And I will have to quickly end this because I don't want to stream that shit.
They'll be streaming it.
That's true. Fuck.
Every word she says.
Hold on.
How far are you from their chasing?
Why, when they said, like, don't get too close. Oh, she'll be streaming it. Cher said, oh, crap. She said the F word. Oh, crap. No, he did. Michael said on the first interview that he did with Cher, he said, it's so crazy. People think that our preacher is our lawyer, the guy in the suit. Just because there was a guy in a suit, they said that it was our lawyer. That was our preacher. She don't have a lawyer. That's what he said in the first interview. Now, someone did say that he mentioned a lawyer in the second interview, but I haven't watched that one, so I don't know. But I can personally say I heard him on that first interview. I heard him on the first interview say, they think the man in the suit is our lawyer, but it's our preacher. We don't have a law. She don't have a lawyer. Good night, Joe. I hope you have a good night and a good weekend. Yeah. They have police officers like posted up at the landfill, and they're not letting anyone in that particular area, from what I've heard.
Me neither.
I've Googled it, actually.
Okay.
I have. They're in Chatham County, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm 6 hours, maybe.
Okay. Okay. So is Cher their media manager? Not gonna lie, I've been trying to do my best on helping with
5 hours.
stuff like that.
Yeah, nobody, listen, we've seen how YouTube works, right?
Yeah.
So Cher isn't like, oh, look at this wonderful family. They're so lovely. We know what goes on.
They think I'm
She's
doing it
trying to
better while I was
help
again.
protect until the police are sure of what's going on. Did somebody just say, do we know what Chasing's full name is?
We don't.
Do you need my full name?
No.
Oh, all right. She said my full YouTube name.
Oh. Yes,
like,
you guys.
You could fuck around and find out if you wanted.
No.
They're about to get somebody. Do you know her full name?
Whew. All right, there's the police.
Good.
Don't worry, when I get there, y'all, I've got a bunch of people in my inbox, and they're like, let me know when you're there.
Yeah, they did get DNA from Bubba Moss, and they confirmed that he is the father. So they have some of Quinton's DNA, which they could have got it off like a toothbrush or his hairbrush or anything like that.
And I'm like, okay, I got a bounty hunter that send muscle with me too. So people think I'm afraid because I got locals threatening me. I'm not afraid.
No. Cher is not afraid of these people at all. So. And nobody, you know, that's the whole thing. People get so confused. Oosh.
No, sir. The signs were put in my yard, so we thought they were for us. So we grabbed the signs and put them up here closer to where we were sitting out, so they'll know we got justice for Quinton too. They weren't supposed to be on the yard in the first place. We were told to take them out by the other place.
Where in the yard were fine?
They were on the on our grass right here in the front yard.
On which side of it?
They had them like in the middle of it.
Let's see here. I got to stop and commentate, but let's see here if she tells them that she threw them away. Or are they already sitting out there with her? Are the signs already sitting out there with her?
Yeah, we got video. We can show you. I mean, they're in the yard. This is what they wanted, right? They wanted the signs in the yard. The signs are in the yard.
Nope,
I don't know if they can handle 2 shares. That'd be crazy.
So she okay. Right here, she's showing them the signs.
I mean, it's their child and grandchild. Why can't they have the signs?
But she said they were in the middle of the yard, or is she saying they are in the middle of the yard now?
In their yard.
For signs. We looked it up before, yeah.
People.
You guys are terrible.
So
The whole easement thing, that we have never started coming down. Walking more the road, wheels and all that stuff.
I'm sorry, we're just tired, so we're gonna sit out here in the front.
I know.
We're tired. We should not be prisoners in our own backyard. And it's 24 hours, under 24 hours surveillance. So we're gonna give them the same surveillance, which is what I'm doing now. And we're in my yard.
There's nothing illegal.
There's nothing illegal that was done here.
What's placed in the yard came up property. And when they leave it,
I actually tried to bring people on panel the other day, but I haven't figured it out yet. I couldn't. We couldn't get the audio to work. But yeah, Justine, I talked to a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people that literally somebody, the person that's out from Georgia, my source just called me out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, okay. They were 50% under the rope. Yet to me on the video, it looks like they were on this side of the rope.
You can tell that the law is a little annoyed with them, I think, too.
Of course. This is.
So she said you could tell the law's a little annoyed with them too. They may be, but the other law, I heard the other officer say, thank you, Shelby Smith. I heard the other officer say, like, oh no, we appreciate what you guys are doing. So some of them, and then the neighbor, yes, Candy, I'm getting sick. The neighbor that is frustrated with the protesters said, he literally said, what did did he say? Oh, it seems like the police care more about the protesters than the family. That's what the man said, that is a neighbor that is irritated with the protesters. That says, like, they don't leave until 10 p.m. and I can't go to bed. You know, like, this older man is frustrated because he's an older man and he likes to go to bed, you know, but he can't go to bed until after 10 because that's when they leave. They can stay out there until 10. But he told my source, he said, it seems like the cops care more about the protesters.
They have other things to do.
Absolutely. Taken away from Quinton.
So wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, told me they want to drag me out of the house and watch my neck break.
Yep.
So since we've been out here, it's been quiet. People aren't yelling. So
Come in.
make it peaceful. So
Now it's been quiet.
Look at the law.
I highly disagree with that one.
When it
But
comes to
I got you.
it does. It's protecting our neighbors.
I don't know. Let me guess, they're giving you guys a hold on.
Well, from what I was told from the CCPD was working on trying to see what we could do about getting rid of everybody out here anyway.
I know.
And if us sitting out here in our front lawn.
Yeah.
And then
So-
we're in our lawn.
I got that. My biggest concern is someone's going to be stupid enough.
I agree.
Well, and
But I mean, again, that's like my biggest fear for all y'all. To be
Me
honest.
too.
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised it hasn't.
Me too.
I really don't want it to happen. But
Just how the tension's very high right now.
Yeah.
With a lot of anger.
it is. And if that's what they want to do, they can drive by and do that because I'm already dead. My baby's dead. I'm already dead.
There's too many of them and not enough there to protect them.
We're okay. We'll be fine.
Did you guys just hear what they said? That's sick.
That somebody could drive by and
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I gotta go for a second. I agree.
What'd they say? I missed it. Sorry, I was reading a message.
Well, from what I was told from the CCPD was working on trying to see what we could do about getting rid of everybody out here anyway.
I know.
And if us sitting out here in our front lawn.
Yeah.
And then
So-
we're in our lawn.
I got that. My biggest concern is someone's going to be stupid enough.
I agree.
Well, and
But I mean, again,
Oh, somebody's going to be stupid enough to do a drive-by.
that's like my biggest fear for all y'all. To be
Me
honest.
too.
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised it hasn't.
Me too.
I really don't want it to happen. But
Just how
So is he telling them to go sit back in the house, like, because with y'all out here, somebody could do a drive-by? That's honestly yeah, I would be sitting my butt in the house too.
tension's very high right now.
Yeah.
With a lot of anger.
it is. And if that's what they want to do, they can drive by and do that because I'm already dead. My baby's dead. I'm already dead.
Oh, yep, she just said, I'm already done. My baby's dead. I'm already done.
there's too many of them and not enough there to protect them.
We're okay. We'll be fine.
Did you guys just hear what they said?
What about the other two, though? You know, the other two babies that are probably wondering, why was I taken away from my family? When will I see my family again? I guess they're just out with the trash too, huh? Nobody is mentioning how they miss these other babies. And she just said, well, I'm already done. My baby's dead. But don't you have 2 more grandchildren?
That's sick.
That somebody could drive by and
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I gotta go for a second.
okay.
so it was all 4 of these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they were on our
So wrong.
okay.
Nobody encouraged them to sit out there, Rhonda. We told them to go out there once they were already out there.
Oh.
Take away their voices. That's what they wanted, was for them to come out, and that's what they did. They don't have to stay out there if they don't want to. But how dare they try to keep them prisoner in their own home with their threats?
Oh,
Who are they?
Oh,
Oh, really? Your mod's meant to be a lot.
Unfortunately, it's not a reality TV show. I mean, it's reality right now, but it's not a TV show. I mean, it is a family in Georgia. 20-month-old Tyler is missing, presumed to be dead. Yeah, it is wild. Like, to think of a drive-by, yeah, that's terrible. And if it happened, I would be upset. But what about the baby? Thinking about every mention of a baby potentially being in a landfill, if that doesn't make you cry, then how is talking about a drive-by that hasn't even happened and nobody's been hurt over it? The potential of it happening. The police officer saying it, you know?
A lot quicker there.
oh, I can't believe we heard that, you guys. We didn't even hear that in Summer's case. That they actually are in fear of that.
This is my baby.
What do I do, chasing?
I don't care what happens.
You got to get her back inside. If they're getting threats that somebody's going to come and do something,
Billy,
go
we
to
should
the
end.
private chat share.
Billy,
right now.
we should end this.
They never got a threat. They never got a threat. The cops just said, the police only said, we're worried because tensions are high. We're concerned that this could happen. You know, and I think Chasing just said there was a threat.
You got to get her back inside. If they're getting threats that somebody's going to come and do something,
Billy,
That's not what happened. The police never said there were threats.
go
we
to the
should
private
end.
chat share.
Billy,
right now.
we should end this. We should go in the house. We should end this live. I don't want you guys to get hurt, please.
If you end,
The police only said they're worried that could potentially happen. That's literally anybody. Anybody could have said that. Anybody could have been like, well, I'm concerned this could happen. You know?
and they
I'm
keep
fine.
putting them with them out there, go read the private chat share.
My husband, I'm fine. I'm fine. I cannot be scared of these people, and I will not be scared of these people.
Oh, Billy.
There's nothing to be scared about that.
Be careful, y'all.
Honestly, she should have never went out there. Like, really. I know it must suck to be, trapped in your house and have people yelling at you. But that's just going to make it worse. To actually be face to face and actually have to sit there and hear them yelling. I'm telling you, this is going to be used against them.
Justice for Quinton! Justice for Quinton! Justice for Quinton! Justice for Quinton!
Okay, so my source was here during this, and I thought I was recording this, but I wasn't.
This is so heartbreaking. Never in my life have I experienced something like this. Not even for the fucking Wells.
Justice for Quinton! Oh, Jesus. Heavenly Father, please let them find him. Please let them find him and bring him home. Please give them all the strength and needs and equipment that they need to not ever have to stop until they have him. Please. Please.
This is awesome.
You feel proud for causing this pain? Fuck out of here.
Hold on, who's causing this pain? Who's causing this pain? Whoever killed that baby caused the pain. I mean, I do agree that the protesting is kind of out of hand, but unfortunately, when it comes to children, people react emotionally. You know what I'm saying? But the only person that's responsible for causing any pain is whoever ended this child's life. Thank you, B Green. Thank you so much.
And don't cry to me in 3 months to be unblocked either. When you know how wrong this fucking is. They're wrong.
If Leilani does not get arrested and it comes out that someone else was behind this, I will say I was wrong. But I don't think anybody is at fault to assume that she did this because of everything that we've heard. But if it comes out that she didn't do it and they find the person that did, I'll say, wow, I was wrong based off the information that I got. I was wrong. But if it comes out that she did do this, are you going to unblock all the people that respectfully said, I think she did it?
wrong. They're so wrong, you guys.
They don't know, Leandra. They don't know.
Billy, I'm scared for you guys. I'm really, really scared.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. If I get up and walk in now, then they win.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna be fine.
We cannot have more loss. Quinton doesn't want more loss.
I got
Share, check your DMs, Queen Bee.
More loss because they know that he's passed, right?
Mr. White's standing right across the street and he's ready. He's watching the whole time. And they can scream and say all the things that they want to say, but they're not going to break me because I'm already fucking broken. What can you take from me?
What about the other two children, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that bothers me is these other two children. It's not like, what about the other two children?
There's nothing you can take. You can't take nothing from me.
It's awful. They do need the police to stay out there. I mean, it's the police are the ones who said it's a volatile situation with very high energy. Well, then stay there.
Everybody knows that everybody knows that it is. But they didn't say, hey, listen, we're getting threats of a drive-by. They didn't say that. They just said with the high energy, like we wouldn't be, but they never said there were threats.
Mine's back. Why you off my yard? I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of it.
Tattoo mommy.
I really want Emma to make a family and to have this home and for it to be somewhere kids can be raised and loved. And I'm not going to let this fucking circus out here take that away.
No, she can't get a restraining order because they're not stepping on her property. You're allowed to protest if it's peaceful in the road or cross, which this is not.
Well, tonight, none of them are on our property. Of course, we're sitting out here.
Right.
We got our phones in our hands.
Have they been on your property, Billy?
No, not tonight. Yes, they have. 5 people have been arrested so far.
So she said 5 people have been arrested so far. That's not a monster. There's alcohol in that can.
So whether I'm in the or in the back, they're trying to make their way in at least this way.
Why are you getting yelled at, Cher?
Oh, not yelled at. No. Just had a pep talk from Benny.
Why isn't Benny there?
He told me, yeah.
He's not that far. Get on the road then.
Yeah.
316, 1977. 912, 704.
Mute her. Mute her.
Oh, shit.
What was that? What was that? No way.
Why are you getting yelled at, Cher?
Oh, not yelled at. No. Just had a pep talk from Benny.
Why isn't Benny there?
He told me, yeah.
He's not that far. Get on the road then.
Yeah.
316, 1977. 912, 704.
Mute her. Mute her.
Oh, shit.
I tried.
Sorry. Did the whole thing go out?
Baby killer's really pooking.
Did the whole number go out?
Yeah. I talked over it though, so I don't think so.
Thank you.
Please
I
don't
tried
nobody
to.
call that number. Please don't call that number. Please don't nobody call that number. Hearing it on my panel or up here, don't call that number. I don't care how bad you want to, do not do it. Wow, that's crazy.
Like, she's giving out all her information. Not that they don't already have it, But Billy Joe didn't say that. Jesus. Okay, we're just going to one more time try to be clear, okay?
What?
The law told her the evidence leads to where they are right now.
But that's not what the text message says. The text message that we saw, the message that we saw did not say, hey, so the police told me that my daughter did it and that Quinton's deceased and that he's in a landfill. If the message would have read that way, if the message would have read, so the police is telling me that Leilani passed away. So the police is telling me that Leilani killed my grandbaby and that she just doesn't remember. Then I would be like, okay, they're literally telling people that the message said something that it didn't say. The message literally read. Let's look it up. Let's look what the message says. So that's why people were asking, well, why did you say that in the message? And they're saying, she didn't say that in the message. Like, come on, let's at least be honest. Probably not going to be able to find it. I don't know why, y'all, but every time I go to Twitter, it goes to Adam Levine in my search tab. It's really wild. We're going to find that text message because I know that's what it says. And they're trying to tell people that's not what she said, but I'm pretty sure that is what she said. So just say what they need to say is, yes, she did say that in a text message. But what she meant to say is that the FBI told her that. Okay, so this is Danny. This is Danny and Quinton right here. He is not Quinton's father. He is not Quinton's biological father. But more than likely, he is the only father that Quinton may have known, and he potentially could have called him daddy. I don't know. That's what I would imagine. I'm going to find it. Because that's what makes the difference. It's going to be far back, I guess. Okay, here it is. Now, this is what is irritating, okay? People were saying, well, why did you say that why are you saying that Quinton's dead and that your daughter did it? And they're like, she didn't say that. She did not say that. She did not say that. She literally said, Quinton has passed. He's in a landfill and my daughter done it. She has no memory of it. She did say it. So as a creator, what you should say is, yes, she did say that. She said that, but what you didn't know is that the FBI told her that. And she was just saying that because, oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad. Figured you guys would want to look at me anyways. What they need to say, because when they're like, but she didn't say that, she didn't say that. The people on the chat's like, she damn sure did. And then they're gonna look at you like you're lying for her. When I don't think you're trying to lie. I think you know now that Billie Joe says, well, the reason I said that is because that's what the FBI told me. So if you would just explain it and say, listen, yes, she did say that. She did say that Quinton has passed and that he was in a landfill and that her daughter did it. She did say that, but she didn't really mean that. The police told her that. So she just believed the police at first until she talked to Leilani, and now she's just unsure. That's what the police told her. So she thought the police had proof of this. So she believed the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you tell someone something didn't happen and that someone knows that it happened, then you look like the liar. So that's why you got, that irritates me how they're like, she didn't say that. We're going to go over it one more time. Like, just explain it. Just explain it. Yes, all apologies. I am getting sick.
Queen is asking if she can come on with us.
I sent her a link.
Gosh. Thank you, Sheriff.
Tell Queen she's more than welcome to come. She
is. She got a link. She's coming.
No, she can come here. If she can come here, we'll set her up.
In Savannah, Georgia. She can come here.
Yeah, she lives here. She can come here.
There you go.
We'll have a bottle. We'll hook her up. Some water.
Billie Joe's beautiful.
Tea, sweet tea. I know she likes sweet tea. She's here.
There she is.
Queen.
Hey, girls. Hey, ladies. Hey, Billie. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys.
You see?
So,
they're driving by thinking this shit is funny, and it's not. This isn't right.
That isn't, and I can feel Billie's pain. I can feel it. I can feel it in her voice. I feel it in my heart, my stomach. I can feel it.
Well, come on out here, Queen.
The hurt's unbearable, man. If I could, baby, I would. I got family in Savannah. I would be in jail if I was there.
I'm saying it's a good thing right now. I have to wait for my passport, or I'd be catching a charge. Absolutely, I'd be.
This is so fucking wrong. This is so wrong. This is what they did to the Wells, and this is so wrong on so many levels. And they know damn well this is wrong.
Beyond.
We support you 100%. I understand that. You know, I understand they think because we support you that we don't want justice for Quinton. That's totally not what we're saying here.
No.
Going out there to be, I got it. I did get it. Okay, not that one. She says she's going to go out there and she might catch a charge. Like, girl, be careful.
No.
Even Billie Joe is saying she wants justice for her baby. Can y'all not see that?
And that could be against her own baby. Billie's saying she wants justice at any cost. It could be against her own child.
Oh shit! Sorry,
keep that in mind.
Yeah, where's Benny? Where the hell is he at?
I'm sending him the link right now. I didn't see that text. If you're listening, bro, take that link.
I tried to get you in the chat. I mean, I'm on an intermission. My live is still going.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you can stream it. You can stream. I'm not gonna.
Oh wait, the police.
So I guess this is when the police come back, which we're not gonna watch the whole thing. I just wanted to watch where Billie Joe was on.
Project. This is real fucking life to people. This is real life to Billie. This is not a project.
She can't leave and go get pizza.
They're ordering pizza and Pepsi right now, hon, so you guys can get something in your tummies. And she also said she'd book a flight and be there tonight or tomorrow. And this is someone I love.
This is sick.
This is sick.
Tell her.
Wow.
Tell Must thank you so much.
She can hear you. She can hear you. Criminal.
See, honestly, if anybody is friends with them, they should try to talk them into staying in the backyard. Coming face to face with the protesters, you know what I'm saying? It is a lot, and it's only gonna break you unless you're like Leilani, in my opinion, who is stone cold nothing. Leilani's sitting there like this. Literally, when my source was there, Leilani literally was like this. And people were literally yelling, baby killer, and Leilani's like, Billie Joe, mind you, is over there breaking down, crying, justice for Quinton, justice for crying, and Leilani's like this. Not even a tear. So, as Billie Joe's friends, like you should have told her to get inside.
Criminality, hey boo. I will shoot you a link as well. I want her to have support. People that aren't assholes.
Yeah,
If anybody's
you have
undecided,
support with us. Matter of fact, I'll jump down and start my live again if that's all right. I'll just stream you guys if that's cool. And
Absolutely, Queen.
then,
We're on the
that way.
same page
Okay,
here,
honey.
hon.
Well,
Absolutely.
well, if you need me, you know I'm only a text away, honey. Just call, okay?
Okay, thank you, Queen.
All right.
I'll be right back.
You don't want to say to anyone who may be like on the fence.
I am sorry, your mama is so hateful.
Watch us. Watch
I'm
them.
sorry
See
for
who's
you.
full of rage and anger and hatred. That should tell you right there.
Wild.
None of it's okay, honestly. Like, none of it is okay.
But all that rage and horrible behavior is coming from their side.
Yes, I do. And she's still my daughter.
But it wasn't like I said. I watched Billie. I watched Dolly and Bullhorn Betty like the first like week and a half before like a lot of protesters got out there, and they were just like out there. It wasn't like craziness until like the last like week or so. Honestly.
Yes, the fuck I did it. Yes, the fuck I did it. I did.
Same, Candy. I'm like ah.
Very fucking dead. Fucking dead, daddy.
Leilani.
So there's Leilani screaming. Hold on, listen. Let's listen to her scream.
They're ordering pizza and Pepsi right now, hon, so you guys can get some.
All right, I'll just stream you guys if that's cool.
It's so hateful.
What tell you right there?
No, she did not, y'all. She did not. No, she didn't.
I did not.
No, she didn't. I know for a fact because I checked them. I checked them from head to toe.
So somebody said she abused. I think they said she abused the kids. And Joe said, no, she did not. No, she did not. And Leilani said, no, I did not. And they said, how did you know? She said, I know because I checked them from head to toe.
Because I always do.
Wait, that's a try.
Because I always do. Because
No. Billie and Leilani, just.
Because I always do. Because
No. Billie and Leilani, just start screaming justice for Quinton. Don't give them the reaction.
For Quinton. Justice for Quinton.
Y'all, I don't know, but I'm the type of person like, I'm 35 or something like that. And I think Leilani's 22. Billie Joe is literally, I don't know how old Billie Joe is. But like, honestly, as a friend, if you were going to advise them of anything, it would be, yeah, let's get back in the house, guys. Come on, guys. Y'all probably need to get back in the house. Calm down. I'm not a fan of an adult, like, telling another adult what to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a very, like, bossy type of way. Like, no. Like, earlier when, like, Leilani was trying to say something and she's like, you know, I don't even know if she knew exactly what Leilani was going to say, but she immediately started shutting her down. Like, girl, like, if you're going to, like, get them to get inside. Hey, let's get inside. Let's get inside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Justice for Quinton.
Hi, you guys.
y'all notice how Billie Joe was, like, crying? Leilani, you can hear her, but she's not crying.
Justice for my baby.
Justice for Quinton.
Justice for my baby. Justice, please.
Read the police report. Who was the
Right, yeah, everyone is not, yeah.
All these people.
Justice for Quinton.
Y'all hear Billie Joe? I mean, y'all hear Leilani? Justice for Quinton. Justice for Quinton. But there's no, like, sadness in her voice, like Billie Joe's, like, breaking down right here.
Just bring my baby home. Bring him home. I want to hold him. I want to hold him. No, God, just give him to me. Just give him to me so I can hold him.
Exactly.
Just let me hold it.
What's the address? 355.
535. No, 535.
535. Thank you.
I'm going to keep everything I have anyway.
Don't engage with them, Billie. They're just.
Yep. Don't. They're.
It's like talking to a wall.
Or a drunk person. There's
Bring our signs in.
That's what
Hold
I
on
like
one
to see,
second, y'all. I'll
Alice.
be back here.
okay.
I like to see that.
Cher, you doing okay?
Yeah, I want to do more, but I'm limited what I can do or show or say, but it's
The whole thing is just wild. I don't know. Like, the person that I talked to was there during this, and literally Leilani said, like, we heard her say something about, I've been clean since October 5th, and then it sounded like she said something like, I got an 8-ball, do you want some? So she's like bantering back and forth with them at times.
With CPS, why are we not fighting with the police departments? Why are we not protesting or advocating for the children before they're gone?
Yeah.
It just seems so.
There's no way to know at some point. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Like I don't know. It just seems like we're not fighting to make any change. And the people who have their children out there, I'm sorry, I'm all for protesting. Your children do not need to be out there with you.
Right. Yeah. Like, none of these adults think that a child is dead. 2 babies are in the system. The same system that created Leilani and her brother. Yeah. I mean,
No.
They do not need to be out there with you. Have them fight for a cause that will actually change their future, because they are our future.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who would want their kids out there when you got maniac screaming baby killer.
I definitely wouldn't
You're
want my
getting
kids
your
up
kids'
there.
nightmares.
Definitely would not want my
there's
kids up
a girl who lives locally who owns a restaurant, and she's offering to make food as well for you guys, and you can freeze it and stuff.
Chasing had to dip, but she didn't interrupt anybody.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess they do have some support of some locals. I know one of the neighbors is still supportive of the family.
Okay.
That was a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Right. That is crazy. They're like, hey, protesters, why don't you guys go advocate for the kids? And it's like, but the main people that should advocate for the kids is the parents of the kids. Oh, crap.
Don't always agree on stuff, but yeah.
I will always err on the side of kindness. I don't care what people think of that. We're all human beings. We've all lived a life that sometimes we're not proud of, and we all do the best that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming to say, I can't watch this trash with anyone else because it makes me so angry. You cover this respectfully and logically in your chat. But thank you, Kelly. One of my longtime friends, Kelly.
We can to become better human beings, and I'm not going to hold something against them. I will always err on the side of kindness, no matter how many times I get mad at that person or don't agree with their decisions or think that what they said is wrong. I don't hate people. I think that human beings ultimately.
I'm just saying, like, I don't hate people, and I still have, like, I don't know, like, I at times struggle, and I feel a little pity, not for Leilani at all, but I do Billy Joe at times. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely have common sense, and I know more than likely where this is going.
We're flawed, and if we want to sit here and point out everybody else's flaws, then why don't we sit and look in the mirror? Because I'm a flawed human being, and yes, my children are safe. My children are okay, but bad things happen to good people.
Yeah, they've never made one flyer, put up one sign or anything. Exactly.
Right.
That's true.
That's true.
I really believe if Leilani is guilty, I believe that the department is going to do everything they can to make sure that she is charged and she is brought to justice. And I don't think that me screaming at Billy is going to make that happen any faster or change the outcome of the situation. So I'm not going to sit here.
It's definitely not. I mean, screaming outside the house is not going to make anything happen any faster. It's actually going to cause the police to have to work harder to go out there and deal with this. You know what I'm saying? So.
And yell, Billy, what were you doing? What were you thinking? You're already asking yourself every question that could possibly change this outcome. I'm nobody to try to beat you up. Your pain is visible, and I can't imagine sitting in the position that you're sitting in, and I hope to never sit there. And you're much stronger in this situation than I would be with people yelling.
Billy knows what is coming. That's why she is flipping out. Yeah, it does make you wonder. Like, if Billy Joe is sitting there thinking, like, You know, is today the day? Is today the day that they're gonna arrest Leilani? They can all stop with the narrative that they are worried about the neighborhood because their actions are the exact opposite. The system has been broken for years. BJ is just responsible for Leilani. BJ knows the baby is dead and who did it. A flyer is a waste of time and money. Billie Joe knows that she's going to lose her daughter. Okay, what do you have to say about that? We all know, you know, save the police time and their money and stop the protest. Just tell the truth. That would be nice. Yeah. That would be very nice if Leilani went to that police station and told them everything that she knew. I mean, if you were like, well, I don't remember last night because I don't remember chunks of the night because I was on drugs. Well, that's a huge freaking no-no. You had 3 kids at your house. You were supposed to be 10 and 2.
Things to me across the street, I'm not sure that I could sit there and refrain. And I have to say, I'm proud of you for doing that, because I bet 20 years ago, Billie wouldn't have done that.
I agree with you 100%, Brenda. That's the way that I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have. I'd have been across the street.
No, you gotta keep being the better person. You gotta keep being the bigger person. You know that God's always on the side of right, and He's on the side of justice, and it's gonna come.
No, Debbie. No, Debbie. No.
Regardless of what we want to theorize it is.
I just felt like I had to make some kind of stand, man.
That's fair too.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not wrong.
understandable.
Yep.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong, and I think that you stood your ground, and that's you're human being.
This is my home. It's my home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are humans. We make mistakes, but don't compare my mistakes of those of a person who didn't care about 3 babies, mother and grandmother. Yeah, like when people say like, "Oh, we're all human. We make mistakes." Yeah, but not everybody ends up with a dead baby on their hands. That's a little bit different.
It's your home. It's your family. You have a right to say your piece.
Just tired. I went to Walmart today, and this lady's walking around with her phone. I got so freaking paranoid and anxiety now because I was afraid that I was going to be doing wrong for being in Walmart.
Right. That's.
I can't even imagine.
Sweat. Like you can.
Right, and a mistake. Killing a child is not a mistake.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Hold up, what? Desiree, because she did the exact same thing with Summer Wells' case and eventually admitted she was pretending to be friends with the Wells to get them to talk so she could expose them. Wait, what? No way. That's wild. If that's the case, you know.
It's not right.
So from my understanding, I spoke to a source who says Billie Joe's husband, Tommy, works and he would probably be home tomorrow.
But the longer we've been doing this, it started off, it was just all mad hate for Cher. Like, all hate, all hate, all hate. And that's starting to turn. People are starting to realize that it's ridiculous what's happening out there.
I wanted this to be over.
Yeah. So he came home today, which would make sense because she said he comes home on the weekend sometimes. And today is Friday. So yeah, that would make sense.
All my grandkids got to come in and swim in the pool and have.
Thank you, Shaylee.
A treehouse in the back. And
listen, I'm not going to pretend to be friends with no daggone body for a story. That's like, no. You know, my thing is like, if you want to reach out to him and be like, hey, listen, I would love to hear your side, but you have to know that it looks this way. Yes, and she recorded every phone call with Don secretly. Wow. Wow. That's
a playroom with their little projector screens to me. Bedrooms of their own. And I worked hard for it. It feels like it's nothing, but they're tearing down what my home is.
Yeah.
They're making it nothing. They're making everything I've ever done in my entire life nothing.
Yeah, it's not right. But it's not going to last.
I don't know. I'm so afraid of them finding Quinton, and then I'm so afraid of them not finding Quinton.
You heard what she just said? I'm so afraid of them finding Quinton I'm so afraid of them not finding Quinton. Because to find Quinton would mean that they could potentially prove that Leilani is guilty. Is that what she said? That's what I heard. Let's listen.
I've ever done in my entire life, nothing.
Yeah, it's not right. But it's not going to last.
I don't know. I'm so afraid of them finding Quinton, and then I'm so afraid of them not finding Quinton.
That's what she said. I'm so afraid of them finding Quinton, and I'm so afraid of them not finding Quinton. Well, we know why she's afraid of them finding Quinton.
I'm afraid they'll find me there. And if they do, I'm still gonna hold him. I'm afraid they won't find me there. And it'll be like Summer Wells, and I don't want that either. I want that peace.
There's no positive ending for this.
He's just a baby bear.
Crap, what did I just do?
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Where was she about to smile at?
Tired. I went to Walmart today, and this lady's walking around with her phone. Got so freaking paranoid and anxiety up because I was afraid that I was going to be doing wrong for being in Walmart.
I want to see if I can spot her. That is very sketchy. If anybody pretends to be friends with somebody.
Right. That's.
Can't even imagine.
Started sweating like you did.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Go. It's not right. Your home, it's your family. You have a right to say your piece.
Just tired. I went to Walmart today, and this lady's walking around with her phone. Got so freaking paranoid and anxiety up because I was afraid that I was going to be doing wrong for being in Walmart.
Right. That's.
Started sweating like you did.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I didn't see where she. I didn't see that right there. Why would she mention Summer? That's wild. Because they never found Summer, right?
Bathroom.
Go. It's not right. But the longer we've been doing this, it started off, it was just all mad hate for Cher. Like, all hate, all hate, all hate. And that's starting to turn. People are starting to realize that it's ridiculous what's happening out there.
I kind of agree with that as well. Like, the more, like, craziness the protesters get, the more it may cause people to feel a little bit of sympathy for the family, which, you know what I'm saying? Like he just said, like, at first it was all hate for Cher when she stood up for them. But now, the more the protesters get out of hand, people are like, well, that's too much. I don't really agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted this to be a home. All my grandkids got to come in and swim in the pool and have a treehouse in the back and a playroom with their little projector screens to be bedrooms of their own. And I worked hard for it. It feels like it's nothing, but they're tearing down what my home is.
Yeah.
They're making it nothing. They're making everything I've ever done in my entire life nothing.
Yeah, it's not right. But it's not going to last.
I don't know. I'm so afraid of them finding Quinton, and then I'm so afraid of them not finding Quinton. I'm afraid they'll find me there. And if they do, I'm still going to hold him. I'm afraid they won't find me there. And it'll be like Summer Wells, and I don't want that either. I want that peace.
There's no positive ending for this.
So Summer Wells they never found, right? So I think that's what she's saying. Like, I'm terrified. I definitely think she's saying I'm terrified they won't find him, and then we'll never have answers. I know for sure where he is, and his little body will be out there, but I'm scared they will find him, and then they'll be able to prove that Leilani did it. Oh, no, yeah, her jaw. There's definitely jaw movement there, side to side. It's not the angle, I promise you. And I'm not trying to body shame her or pick on her. That's just, it is happening.
He's just a baby.
Just a little baby.
He was so sweet. Cuddly.
Billie Jo, why don't you tell us about Quinton? Tell us about when he was born. Tell us about when he came home from the hospital. Tell us about him. Talk about him.
Whenever he was born, I call him Mckee because whenever he was born, he looked like a little monkey. He looked like a little Curious George. He was so cute.
You notice, Leilani was like, "We want you home, my little monkey." When she did that interview on their local news station, she's like, "We want you home, my little monkey." And Billie Jo looked at her, and I'm wondering if Billie Jo looked at her because she's like, "Hey, that's my nickname for him," or something. I noticed she said that name though. And they are using past term. They're using past term words in Leilani's interview on their local news. Or no, it was when Leilani wrote that thing for Cher's video for Michael to read. She used past tense terms.
Get out the property! So I've called him that ever since he was born. He's my little monkey dude.
Mom.
And,
Thank you, beautiful disaster. Thank you so much.
when he started crawling and sitting up on his own. His brother would, sorry, but he would,
Like, Catherine, do you think active?
I don't know if I would make 3 hits. I don't know.
You've got all of us. We got your back. We're here for you.
Tell her how many people are in it right now.
We got almost 2,800 people in here.
Well, I wish all 2,800 of them were standing in my yard with me right now.
Yeah. We wish we were too. This is so hard to watch.
There's not a day that's about it. It's easier.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be used against Leilani, against Billie Jo. Any time they refer to Quinton using past tense terms, I guarantee you that will be brought up. That's going to be brought up. Like the interview they did with their local news station, some of these live streams, I'm willing to put money on it that they use it. So if Cher really does care about these people, that's putting them in harm. You know what I'm saying? Like if she really cares about them and she thinks she's innocent and
I might cry a little less, but it doesn't stop her. It doesn't stop from hurting inside.
Oh. Okay, thank you. I slowed down twice. Just breathe. You're doing the best you can.
honestly, what they need to do is she needs to contact a lawyer. They need to get a lawyer and stop listening to YouTubers. Any of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to Cher. Don't listen to anybody. Dolly, Born Betting Me. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to contact an attorney, and an attorney will tell them to be quiet, stay off social media, let the police do their job, stay in the house or stay on that backyard. Here's the thing. If you give protesters no attention and never come out of that house, they might would have already left. If from day one, they would have never argued back and forth. If they would have stayed on the backyard, kind of quiet, stayed in that house, kind of quiet, only in and out that was required, and, you know, potentially sending other people out to get whatever was needed. If they needed to get out, being snuck out. But no reaction at all. More than likely, some of those protesters would have went home. I mean, literally, as a YouTuber myself, you know, I'm like, oh my God. Like, literally, I'm like, maybe I should go out there with everything that's going on. It's craziness. That craziness and their reaction is going to want more people. It's going to have more people want to come out there. Like, Warren Betty said today, I'm not leaving. I was going to leave, but I'm not leaving now. So now you're going to have her out there for a little bit longer. I think Justin and Molly said they were going. They weren't even going to go, like, until, like Dolly was streaming a good bit and Warren Betty was, and they started picking up, you know, like, that's when they made the decision to go. When they first started getting, like, a little bit of traction, a reaction, and it started getting kind of loud, and then they were like, you know what, we're going to go. So if they would have just been completely quiet, then people wouldn't even be there because it'd be boring as hell. It would be so boring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, you know, I don't think, I don't think people would be out, not as many people for sure.
No. No. I don't know how people can be so fucking mean.
Mm-hmm.
The one just we already.
Thank you, Dana.
That was anxiety medicine, just in case it.
Don't you worry.
No, I'm not going. I've wanted to, but yeah, the biggest mistake Chris Watts did, the biggest mistake was the interview, and then, like, the body cam stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anything they had him on camera doing was analyzed.
Can't even imagine that, right?
Oh, I guess somebody got my number.
Yeah, Warren Betty said that it, like, flicked her nose or something.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, Michelle, I don't support everything. Like, I'm all for a peaceful protest, 1000%. When it gets crazy, that's when I'm like, let's get back on the focus. You know what I'm saying? But other people are, and that's A-okay. Anybody that is A-okay with what they're doing, I respect your opinion. Because I know I wouldn't want that done in my neighborhood. I have children. I would not want that happening in my neighborhood. And a source of mine spoke to a man that lives in the area, and he's upset about it. He says they don't leave until 10 p.m. He can't go to bed until after they leave because it's just too loud.
Damn it. I know Chasing was trying to talk over it.
Yep. Fuck. We're gonna have to change it. Damn. Fuck. I think that's coming. But Billie doesn't want to tie up the law. She wants the law working on finding her grandson.
Good night, Princess. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
That's why she isn't doing all of that right now. But trust me, we've talked about it multiple times, but she wants the law focused on finding her grandson, not tied up over assholes on her road yelling. It's ridiculous, but Billie knows all her options.
No, I would not be happy with a baby killer living next to me. Not at all.
She just would rather not tie up the law like the other ones.
That would definitely suck. I would hope that the police, if it was me, I would just be praying every night that the police would get whatever evidence that was needed to make an arrest. And yeah, I answered that, Michelle.
But there's people that are going to help her do that, I think. Well, I know. Just breathe. You're doing the best you can.
I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry. Don't you dare say sorry to me or anyone here.
No, I'm gonna hop down, Cher, but Billy, I'm praying. I'm praying for your family. I'm praying for the babe. I really am. I know that, and I hope that if Leilani has any culpability, which I'm not gonna go into theories and stuff. I hope that she can come forward. I hope for the peace of you. I mean, it's not the whole thing is. It's just not. It's not. I don't even have words. It's just not fair. I know. I just want you to know that.
I think someone said that it was like a monster or something like a monster drink, but I'm really not sure what she's drinking.
People do care. Not everybody is mean. Not everybody is heartless. And I know people give Cher a really hard time. I've known her for a long time, and we don't always agree on a lot.
I've said I would love to interview the babysitter, but the babysitter said that she's not talking anymore. So.
A lot of things, but I know her heart, and I know that she cares about you and your family. And I know that she'll do what she can to make sure that you guys are, looked after, I guess is the best thing I can say. I just hope that you know that you aren't alone. People are praying for your family. And the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. It will happen.
I'm just ready for it too. I'm ready for it.
I know, but as soon as you think that, then the truth comes out, and it's going to be hard too. You have to.
Hey, Kelly, Xanax and Monster Energy drinks. Can that like really speed your heart up, or like what? Is there any reaction, or is it fine to take a Xanax with a Monster Energy drink? Yeah, I'm really not sure what she's drinking. I saw someone earlier say energy drink, so I don't know.
To know that the path here is not an easy one, and you have to be prepared to walk that path regardless of what the outcome is.
And I am.
And I know that you're not alone, and I know this is like social media, and this is YouTube and whatnot. But like I said before, like we're all human beings. We all.
Did anyone else hear BJ say her number was leaked out? Cher leaked it out by accident. That was actually earlier on the stream. Cher leaked it out. And Cher replied, "We'll change it." Oh, let me tell you something. If I had to change my number, it would definitely irritate me because my number is associated with all of my accounts to pay my bills. Like if I change my password for my banking, it's going to send me a security code to my phone. If somebody logs into my Amazon account, it's sending me a security code to my phone. To log into my YouTube account from a different computer, code to my phone. So if I had to just change my number, that would suck.
We all feel pain. We all feel, we all bleed the same color. I don't want you to have like a nervous breakdown or something happen to you either, because that's not gonna. None of that's gonna help find Quinton. None of that.
I don't even think she said it was I don't think she said that it was Xanax. I think she said it was anxiety medicine, right?
That's going to get justice for Quinton. You've got to stay strong. You've got to stick with it.
Tiffany, I'll drop you the link, hon.
I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, but my husband is home. But
Good. I think you got some pizza and Pepsi on the way for the family, okay?
Did y'all tell them not to give it to the protesters?
Don't give it to the protesters. I'll let you know. I'll text you when I get information when it should be there. It should be on its way. Hold up.
Because they'll take it.
Oh, it's on the way. A few pizzas, desserts, and Pepsi on the way. I specified it's to go to the house, so it is on its way right now.
Okay.
So
okay, I'm gonna hop down, Billy. Thank you, Cher, for letting me come up.
Of course.
Stay strong. I'll pray.
Thank you.
Thanks, Teresa. Okay, Billy. Oh. Stay safe. Bring the family inside because your sister is worried. Everyone's worried. I'm worried. I've never been scared like this for people, and I never heard police say that, and Quinton would not want more loss.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, there's different meds for anxiety. I mean, Xanax is one of them, but there are medications, other medications you could take.
But they should be doing something. If they feel like something like that can happen, then why don't they clear the streets?
Right. Maybe that will know. But we've got some stuff. I've got some muscle that's going to be on the way. So we'll end this. You guys go inside, breathe. Okay. And I love you.
Oh, you too.
And I'm so sorry I cannot do more than what I'm doing right now.
Oh, God, you've been great, Cher.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't give the reactions they're looking for.
So I would say stay in the house. As your friend, please stay in the house. Quinton wouldn't want more loss because they know that he's dead. I mean,
You guys eat. Make sure you get that food. It's for y'all. And call me later when you need me.
I will.
All right.
Sorry. Bye.
Love you. Bye. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this one.
I really didn't intend to watch that much of it. But I did do it under fair use. I commentated. I put my picture over it. So, but the whole that wasn't even half of it, you guys. Cher was live for 2.5 hours. She was live for 2.5 hours. The whole time, Billie Joe and Leilani was sitting outside. Cher was live on the phone with Billie Joe. So all that she caught on live, you can go watch it. Yeah, it's really weird how she's like kind of telling them what to do. As an adult, that offends me. Not when like, I don't know, I guess there's certain people that could be like, hey, you should do this. If you're like, hey, you should do this, hey, I think you should do this. But if you're like, you need to do this, then I'm like, why are you why can you tell me I need to do something? You know what I'm saying? And I'm a pretty smooth person to get along with. But when there's somebody, here's the thing. Another thing too is Cher has only known this family since like October 5th, the earliest. She's known this family less than 3 weeks, about 3 weeks maybe. And she's like giving them demands almost, like go inside, go do this. No, Leilani, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So that can kind of be a turnoff to some people when they feel like you're being kind of bossy to them, especially if they have not known you that long. But whatever. So, I don't know. Yeah, she's another YouTube channel, Voices Behind the Walls. And I want to be clear. I don't have a problem with Cher. I don't have a problem with Born Betty. I don't have a problem with Dolly. I don't know any of these people enough to know them. Like, personally. I'm only commentating on them. Thank you, love. Professionally and the things that they're doing right now. And just saying, like, I just don't agree with it. And I think it's taking the focus off the real problem here. And it's making the situation worse. Like I said earlier, Quinton's name is just kind of getting watered down in this. Like, right now, what the main discussion is like, oh, these YouTubers fighting. The stolen signs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, well, what's the word on Quinton today? Are they still looking? Like, Quinton is getting lost in this. Because of all the craziness, I feel like, oh, 5 people got arrested today, and then we're watching the video of somebody getting arrested because, so it's just a lot. Cher did this to Don. I am curious about that. I would like to watch that. I would like to look into that, about whatever happened with Don. I did see where people were saying, like, be careful, like in her chat, people was like, be careful, Billie Joe, she did this to Don, and Billie Joe said, I'm not Don. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. Thank you, Colleen. Yeah, I'm not going to. I don't know someone well enough to really say much. But what I will tell you, if a creator pretends to be friends with someone just to try to get a story on them, to expose them, I think that's kind of shady. But either way, you guys, 3 weeks into this, 3 weeks, and it is continuing to get crazy. It's continuing to get crazy. There's people getting arrested out there. We got to pray that they find Quinton. That's what we need to do. We need to just hope and pray that they find Quinton. They get all the evidence that they need so an arrest can be made. So there is actually justice for Quinton. Here's the thing. I hear all these people saying, justice for Quinton, but are they really wanting that, or are they just saying it? Is it just words at this point? Is it just words for some people? Are they even thinking about it? Like, what does justice for Quinton mean? No, they're still searching the landfill. What does justice for Quinton mean? That means him being found so he can be put in a proper resting place. And then whoever took his life being sentenced to prison time for the rest of their life. The focus needs to be on Quinton. I have a 20-month-old grandson, Ronan. Is that how you say his name, Ronan? I babysitting him yesterday and I cried when I saw the cute baby and thought of how, yes, oh my God, I know. Like when I like really sit and look at the pictures of Quinton, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, justice for Quinton means someone is held accountable for his murder. Exactly. And I want people to really think about that. But yeah, YouTube creators can cover the story, not have to be advised and suspects. I mean, that's pretty wild. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, you guys. I literally wasn't planning on staying live this late, but I thank all of you for hanging out with me tonight. And you know, I know some people don't agree with my views, and that's understandable. I know some people are absolutely okay with like the protesters, and I respect that you are. I'm okay with you feeling that way, and I hope people can be okay with my opinion as well, even if our opinions are different. I did not bash anybody here tonight in my opinion. I think I spoke pretty respectfully of everyone. Hopefully nobody feels like I bashed them. But if someone does, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to be as respectful as possible and just give my opinion on the situation. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. We gained a few subscribers tonight. I appreciate that. Irene, Dana, Beautiful Disaster, Shaylee, Stephanie, Bobby Jean. I hope I didn't miss anybody. B Green, Shelby Smith, Stephanie, Kimmy J, Small Town Girl, Amy, Misty, Mama Bear. And I think that's it. We gained a few subscribers while I was live, so thank you all so much. Make sure you guys hit that bell so you can join me every time we go live. I upload videos. I'm moving, you know, a little bit into the true crime area, but I do trending topics as well. I cover reality TV shows. So if you like reality TV and if you like, you know, true crime, I am probably the show for you because I am kind of covering that whole area. Trending topics, true crime, reality TV, celebrity, TV news and gossip. That's where, you know, I'm at right now. Thank you so much, Snoopy. Okay. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Did you play the part where Leilani goes on the live? I did, Lex. I did. But thank you all for hanging out with me. At the end of this, some of my handles will pop up, like my YouTube handle's up there. You guys already know that. But I think my Facebook handle, my Twitter handle, maybe. I have other social media platforms. You can follow me. I have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that. You guys can go follow me there as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.